Hello, swivel heads. It's Greg Allison. How y'all doing? Got 11 people in the room so far. Very good. Wow. I'm going to talk a little bit tonight about what's going on my channel and what do I need to do and what's happening to this platform, YouTube in general. And we can start out first with just talking about what's going on in the world. It's only 11 in here. I figured I'd have more than that, but I am coming in later, and I do have another video out. But I have put other videos out, and I started a video immediately after that. You guys, I'm losing people. Wow, okay, that's interesting. People are dropping out. What am I doing? Talk to me, guys. If you don't like what I'm saying, tell me why. If you don't want to be here, just say so. Hello, Angela Sandlin. How you doing? So, Vicky Hayden, off and on rain in the 40s. Yeah, that's miserable. Cold rain. I hate cold rain. So, like I said, hello, Swivel Heads. Now we got 25 in here. Okay, folks are coming in now. Thank you. So yeah, I got another video out there. I figured you guys would stop it and come in and watch this now. I know Vicky was watching the other one, so that's good. And I know Sass Fresh Red was on there. What else would I do in a Wednesday night? All right, guys. Sorry for being an hour later than normal, but I really wanted to get that other video up, and I really hoped I'd get it up earlier. And it's just a struggle. It's a struggle to get all this stuff up. Doing fine, thank you. And how are you? Just struggling. I got a day job. That's one thing. I got a day job and it's real busy. Cold and frosty here in South Jersey. The 20s outside. Woo wee. 20. Wow. 20 and 2020. Yeah, that's kind of chilly. That's kind of chilly. We got down to 30 last night, maybe 29, but probably 30. And of course, my greenhouse, it's got water in it, so I didn't bother to turn any heat on. It would be fine. All right, what are we saying here? Counting down the days to closing. I want to get out of here. Where are you going? That's good. That's good. Howdy from Northwest Georgia. Okay, see what 103. Where in Northwest Georgia are you? My dad was originally from Northwest Georgia. There's a lot of Allisons in Northwest Georgia. That's where our family, the Allison family, my clan, went into Northwest Georgia when the Indians were living there. They were the first white family that moved in that area. They bought their land from the Cherokee, the Chota Cherokee, and they paid them a market rate for the land, a fair market rate, and they lived there among the Indians. They just moved in, became part of the community. They just moved in, and they lived there. And there were only white people around, so they were living in Indian society. So they had to be part of it. Um, so my ancestors have had a history of being pioneers. Anyway, let's see. What are we missing here? So for those that don't know, if you're logging in here for the first time, a chat session on Wednesday nights, a chance to be, to kind of be family together, to have some camaraderie ship among my viewers. And there's a lot of us that chat together quite frequently, and some of us have actually met each other, and so it's just a wonderful time for sharing. In a day and age when there's so much social distancing and when it's so hard to share, we need that sense of camaraderie ship. A lot of us are sitting at home lonely. If we're not doing something like this. Tim, how you doing? But moreover, we talk about what's going on in the world. There's always questions about my videos. There may be questions about worm farming and gardening and wild edibles and, like I said, what's going on in the world. Just different things. People ask me questions about space. Kind of funny for a channel like this, but I do have a space channel also. So, and that's what I do in the daytime. That's my life, and I used to do it on the side too. So I've got a lot of space experience, but I grew up on a farm. I grew up in the woods, and so I know that too. I'm kind of living two universes. I always have. April says, "I love listening to you, and I'm thankful to have you to listen to. Since the fact since the fact is, yeah, we're all stuck at home. Yeah. Well, there you go. We are. This again is a chance for us to be a community, to be a family, and I really felt because we chat so much together here, and I've had the pleasure of meeting some of you, and it was always a wonderful experience. We've got a lot of good followers in here, a lot of good subscribers. We've also got some challenges we need to talk about tonight. There's some, and Mary, thank you, Mary. So we've got a lot of really loyal, good friends. I mean, y'all are a lot of family. We've been hanging in together, and some of us, some of you started watching me on the Leak Project before I even started the channel of my own. So let me go through some of the comments first. I like a lot of channels. I really try to read all the comments. Now, it may get to be a day just too much to be too much, and that'd be a good day if we ever get to that point. Rebecca Webb says, I work self-employed. I can remodel bedrooms and bathrooms. No electrical, LOL. I clean, set, and people do errands, paint. Are you looking for a job here? You might have. Hey, you might be hired, girl. Are you local? Home advisor give a list of job prices in your area. Don't charge full price and barter not to buy. Oh, are you in my area, Rebecca? Where are you at? Many blessings, says Vicky. Sassafras says, Rebecca, I'm enjoying my time off. I build bridges in the summer. There you go, Sassafras. Work on houses in the winter after grueling 60-hour work week. Yeah. I bet you do. Yeah, I can believe that. Many blessings, says Vicky. While waiting on Greg, I was over at True Leaf Market using the link from one of Greg's videos. Well, thank you so much, Sassafras Red. That really does help out. Appreciate that. All right, so it's been windy days now. I've caught up where you guys were on here. Doug, how you doing? What else would I? Oh yeah, I already read that. Oh, I just popped on here and you're live. My coffee tastes better already. Well, thank you, Vinegary. Thank you very much. Country Homestead Preach. Where you been, buddy? We missed you. Hadn't seen you in a while. Wow. And the Geronimo Stein says, hey. Did I read that right? Does it say Stein? Yeah, it says Stein. Unless I'm still blind. All right. Pardon me. I'll drink some of my tea or coffee here in a minute. Let's see. Count down. Oh, yeah, all right. I reread that. So trying to learn Arduino. What is that? Oh, shoot. I didn't bring my flute down here. I got a flute, guys. I'm in Springville, Alabama. All right. Poconos getting a chill on. I bet they are. Ringo raised Calhoun now. Okay. Been to Ringo a number of times. Been to Ringo quite a few times. Yep. Hello, Cassandra. How you doing? Let's see. Matt, hi. Tim Owens, howdy, Greg. How you doing? I'm doing good. Afraid my iPad battery's giving up. Uh-oh. Hope I don't lose you there, Vicky. Oh, so glad to be here, says Tim. I love it. All right, I already read that one. Hello, Mary. Good day from Tasmania. Thanks, Taz. Appreciate that. Good to have somebody here. And we got Jason, my other fellow wizard buddy in here. He says, I've also wrestled with the idea of introducing non-gardening topics on my channel. I know they say you should keep your channels limited in narrow range, but sometimes some overlap is appropriate. Yeah, that's part of what we need to discuss tonight, Jason. And Jason has bought worms from me, and he has done really good videos talking about gardening and how much to grow to feed family. He's got a greenhouse. Really good channel. Jason Avers is a really good guy. Check him out. So we need to just talk in general about some of these things. The worms in my garden are glad I found you. Well, good to know that. Do you remember Sassy Seafrass Tea? Oh yeah. Heck yeah. Unless you're talking about somebody named that, but yeah, I know what sassafras tea is. Was there somebody named Sassy Seafrass Tea? That doesn't sound like a username. That's not one I remember. That's somebody's username. I gotta watch my thumb here. Keep putting over the camera. Hi, y'all. Had the honor of speaking with Linda Moulton today. Really? Linda Moulton Howell? Did you? You spoke to her personally. Oh, there you go. They said Howell below. Interesting. Where does she live? Okay, you tell me about that. She actually claimed that Mount Hayes in Fort Greely, Alaska, had a joint U.S. Army alien base in there. No, it don't. I was stationed there for 2 years. There's no way you're going to hide it. I talked about it on a leak project. But hey, there might be an alien base there, but there's no military involved in it, not our guys. Because Fort Greely's a tight community. You know everything about everybody up there, whether you want to or not, because the wise want to tell you whether you want to hear it or not. I was like, yeah, too much. Woo! It's a small community, very, very small. Vicky Savage, oh yeah, old goat prepper. Hey, no, goat prepper. And Moon Rider, freaking Whorehound, and all right, what's the other? Ella Campaign Root Tea. I don't know what that other one is. Ella Campaign Root Tea for lungs. And Joanne Dancing Gypsy is here. Hi. If I remember history right, most English colony failures were from one, lack of practical skills. Oh yeah, that really hit them hard at first. Really did. Lack of applied labor and a socialist society. Yes, it's always been a failure. We can build a better world than you. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the drummer, how long does that tobacco days last? It hit me last year. Oh. It's the tobacco mosaic virus can survive 3 years in the soil. Yeah, it's been a problem. Well, you know about that, Jason? You want to talk to us about tobacco mosaic virus? Back me up. What do you know about it? I've been here talking about it. I've had problems too many times. You could talk about the history of paper clips, and I'd listen to you. I need some of these old Germans. Absolutely. Jason, my goodness, it's terribly bitter, but it's medicine. Yeah, reminds me of yellow root tea. Ooh, that stuff was busy, but boy, it take care of people's ulcers. Got an opinion or two info on chaga mushroom tea. Well, chaga goes on what? The birch tree? See, the birch are asking, I believe it's birch. Neither one of those trees grow around here, so that's not one I'm intimately familiar. Oh, Linda's in Albuquerque. Yeah, kind of figures. Yeah, she did a lot of stuff out there on cattle mutilations. And I remember New Mexico Senator and former astronaut, the only astronaut who was a scientist in the Apollo days, Jack, I'm not sure what's his last name. Help me out. Jack. I met him. I've had dinner with him. Dadgummit. No, I'm getting brain locked. Jack. What's his last name? Oh, I got brain locked. You know what I'm talking about. He was a senator in New Mexico. He is from there, and he actually weighed in on that topic when all was going on. He wanted to know about what was going on, and Lynn was reporting on it back in those days. Oh, Jack. His name would come to my mind in a minute. So I know a guy here named Jack Steps. You ever, when you want to think of one guy's name, somebody with the same first name keeps popping in your head. That's what's happening to me. 111, make a wish. Oh yeah, there you go. Actually, I'm not seeing the time right now. Jason, not enough honey for that whorehound. That's funny. Craig, that's the idea. Turn it to gold. You got a cheap alternative in your backyard. There you go. No vaccines here, says Mary Wright. Yeah, I wonder if we did a poll and who would like to take it. How many is going to say yes? Mr. Bill Pops, hi, Soilhead. Sorry I'm late. Well, hey, it's glad to have you here. Glad to have you. My internet's going in and out tonight. Yeah, I had a problem. Actually, I would have done, my previous video, I did True Leaf Market, but I would probably have done my Patriot Supply, except their site was down. I assume that's a temporary thing. Tobacco mosaic virus attacks anything in the nightshade family, especially all crops. Yes, it does. Plants and peppers in the spot that had it the year before. And of course, they all died. And that meant the virus was going to survive there yet another 3 years. I said, oh, I'm just propagating the virus again. Yeah, I have not had an issue with mosaic virus, but I had been on a lot of tobacco aside from the flowering varieties to attract nighttime feeders and pollinators. Okay, Jason, so do you have any protocol for handling the tobacco or planting it in separate places for handling that? What would be your protocol there, Jason? I try to make when I hire people to come in here and help me out, they're supposed to wash their hands regularly with alcohol. I'm not sure that works entirely, and I think I've caught some people going in without doing that after they were told to, and that bothers me. I think that's the source of some of the problems. 3 varieties of tobacco seeds. Oh, okay. Well, it's also possible if you started from seeds and they were good seeds, they didn't have the virus. That's also possible. It's not like they say all the tobacco you buy to smoke has it, but that doesn't mean that what you buy from seeds would. I don't know. Taz, hello from Tasmania, mate. Yeah, I saw you earlier. Hello, mate. Yeah, tell us what's it like down there. You're starting to head into summer now. Springtime. It's springtime in Tasmania, right? Doug Watkins, it's not just yours. I think it's YouTube. Yeah, it may be. We got to talk a little bit here in a minute. And Angela says no to the injections. And Stream of Thought says, Greg, I helped my family load up 700 pounds of rice and beans into Mylar bags. Well, good for you. Good for you. I got some. I just poured it in buckets, so I hadn't had time to mess with the Mylar bags. I need to order some. I need to go back and redo that. I've got a thing that should work for selling it. Yeah, no issues of virus in my peppers or tomatoes. Thank goodness. Well, you're lucky. You're lucky. Smokers will transfer it to the plants. Yeah, they do. Geographical isolation is your best friend. Amen to that too. Amen to that too. Oh wow, I ran across cattle cattle and dog mutilation, Hayden, Idaho, in the early '80s. Misters. Yeah, when I was a kid, I ran into a dog that had its genitals removed. When I was just a kid in the woods, and it probably didn't have no blood to it. It was like a good clean cut. But I was too young to think of anything other than animals. I just thought, well, something attacked him, just ate that. What's that about? Yeah. It kind of freaked me out. I was disgusted, but my memory of it was there was no blood there, and it was a clean cut. And mentally, I just wrote it off as animals. But when I thought about it years later, I got thinking, what did I just see? All those years ago. I don't know. Strange. How would vaccine everyone happen in 24 hours? Oh, is that what they claim they got to do? Yeah, right. I don't think everybody's going to be rolling their sleeves up, do you? I gotta watch what I say. I shouldn't say the words. Hey, all right there. The Kiwi Bear. Well, thank you. Kiwi Bear, you're in New Zealand? Appreciate it, bud. All right, April Paramount. I don't know about you, Greg, but have you noticed the woods just don't look right? And I'm wondering, I don't know. Some places seem to be hit by stuff. The area where I grew up in a couple years ago, I noticed a lot of the hardwood trees were dying. I mean, like a third of them. And it was like no explanation for it. And I was wondering if it was just a cumulative effect of all the years of runoff from the uh, glyphosate, glyphosate, what's that? Roundup is the commercial name for it, usually the people buy it by. I was wondering if they had anything to do with it. I don't know. So, Mr. Kiwi Bear, what's on my buddy? News with Mosaic. You got a channel there, buddy? Talk to us. Tell us about yourself. Okay. Here's what's bothering me. We got a good number of people here. Appreciate it. Give me a few more thumbs up, if you will. We got 55 and 53 thumbs up. We had 56 and lost one. Okay. My friends, what was that all about? Now, guys, don't like what I'm saying. Tell me. Talk to me. Tell me why. Hardwoods will take years to show drought stress. Yeah, that's true. And Karen says, and what about trees literally shaking when the wind picks up? Well, it may not have good roots down, especially if they're dry. I don't know. Yeah. I found a deer outside my bedroom window that was good. The organs laying beside it in perfect order and zero blood anywhere. The deer and its organs are about 50 feet apart. Happened in the daytime. Outside your bedroom window. I mean, it's kind of like waking up with a horse head in your bed, like, what the heck? Okay, Wise Eye, did you get the aliens mad at you? Now we got Tasmania competing with New Zealand. Taz gave me $2. Appreciate that. Thank you. Bugs up, muzza, dono, train hype. Oh, wow. Got a donation. War going between Tasmania and New Zealand. I love it. Yeah, Wise how that is odd. Holy smoke. Did, Did you run the little aliens out? Did you run the Greys off one night and they got mad at you? Yeah, we show them. You didn't make a deal with them? They wanted to ask you for a deal and you said no? All right, what? Okay, well, we're focusing again. What happened there? That's weird. That is really weird. You have no blood. Now, see if people did, you expect some blood. The organs were strong 50 feet. That's just odd. Spooky. How did you react to that? We had a straight line wind, snap trees straight down. Wow, Adams. Straight on Win can really do it. Kiwi Musa and we're watching you live. Oh, wow. So you got me live on your channels. Cool. Hi from Tulare, California. Okay, hi, Anna. How you doing? Definitely seems to be a link with the Grays. Yeah, there's something odd there. There's something really, really odd with that. So that's interesting. Well, I appreciate those donations, my friends. So y'all got something you want to say? So y'all got are y'all broadcasting this on your channel? Like rebroadcasting? I had to follow the tree crew down the road. Well, you might get some firewood out of that. There should be plenty of firewood available for that to happen, but yeah, that's sad. I love trees. I really do. Yeah, I've cut quite a few down, but I kind of hate it when I do. I really do. I am a tree lover, but I have taken some down. I took about an acre down because I really needed the space. I remember Art Bell talking about the jet stream changing and then getting lower and causing lower issues. Well, jet streams typically, up where the planes fly, it's almost stratospheric. With respect to jet streams in the lower stratosphere. Hmm. Well, maybe, yeah, I think it can have an analog, can push air around below too. Oh, trees not used to those massive winds. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, guys. So here's what got me concerned. More than one thing. I've had my channel now for 25 months. Every month from the very inception, my channel has grown. Sometimes very explosively. 3,000. I've had months I gained 3,000 subs. I've never had a month where I gained less than a few hundred. Every month I was gaining at least the worst months was like 300. 300 was a really bad month. To gain 300 subs is a bad month. I've lost subs this month. This is the first month in my entire history, and I have been losing subs every single day for 3 weeks in a row. There was 2 days that I didn't lose anybody, but I didn't gain anybody. And the week before, I didn't gain many, except for a little blip. I got a blip of new subs when I appeared on the Leak Project 4 times within like 2 or 3 days. Yeah, Rex and I had a little party of videos, and I was on there 4 times within about 3 days, and I gained a few people then. Not a lot, but I gained some. But that all got lost. It's all gone. I'm dropping. I thought I was angling up to get to 50,000. Now I don't know if I'll be able to maintain 49 or 48. I'm dropping. My subscriber rate is dropping like a rock, and I don't know if it'll stop. I don't know why I'm dropping, and I don't know if it'll stop dropping. I think maybe a few people have decided to unsubscribe, because I've done a couple of videos. I did a video that talked, a little bit of the political side, but I, wasn't overt about it. I don't think. And both sides criticized me, actually. Both sides criticized me in that video. And I was just kind of warning things I thought would come as a result of what's going down if, that gets seen through. Not that I was surrendering, as some people thought, but, I was a bit depressed too, because, and we'll talk a little bit about some of that, about some of what the next administration may have impacts on YouTube. There's other things, but we'll talk about that in particular. Because I've seen some things on a business channel. There's an entrepreneur channel I was watching that was going through what some of that might mean. And it's really disturbing for creators on YouTube what it might mean. Specifically, I'll just get to it. It's said that Biden backs and supports the idea that people can sue YouTube or any social platform for posts, that the participants, the creators posted. That they've had a not responsible policy where that for the time it's been where Facebook, YouTube, all these platforms could say, well, that's not us, that's our posters, they did that, not us, and they got away from it. Well, now it's reaching a point where anyone post on their platform, and there's people out there that would just sue things just to stop posts of certain types, just frivolous lawsuits. and that costs the company money to deal with a frivolous lawsuit. It still costs you money, and so that would throw a monkey wrench in a lot of things. It means probably they would have to have people review every darn video before it gets uploaded, which means they'd have to hire more staff. It means the uploads would be a lot slower and a lot less stuff would get approved. It also means that they're going to lose a lot of revenue because they're going to lose a lot of creators. They're going to lose a lot of people watching and advertisers because the proposition of what the channel can bring forward or any of these platforms is going to rapidly diminish under that kind of a paradigm. But if you are trying to control information flow in society, that's perfect. Hey, you'll love that. Oh, good. All these people can't be posting what they think. Yeah, we're going to scare them to death. We're going to shut them down one way or another. Um, Now, this was a business channel that was talking this, and I picked this up off of a business channel. Um, and he was just going through all the people that were going to be appointed to the cabinet they were expecting and how they stood on policies, and he was more focused on taxation than anything. But he looked at it entirely from a business analysis standpoint, not a political, it's this or that, or it's good or it's bad. He was just trying to tell people that from the business, you can expect that to be very difficult to get forward. If you're reporting on things, opining on things, that's going to be hard to get up. That's going to be hard content to put out there. Um, that's going to challenge a lot of channels quite a bit. And I don't know how to thread that needle just yet. And even if it's going to be worth that, even if I managed to post stuff that passed, there's going to be so many people that could be dissuaded by that the viewership of the platform could drop so much that the worthiness of being on here could drop considerably. It doesn't mean the other platforms are going to pick up because they're all going to be under the same challenge. If some other platform could pick up the slack, a lot of us would love to go to some other platform we're on here because this is where the people's at, and we can attract crowds a lot easier here. You put something up here, you get 1,000 views. You put something on another platform, you get 20 views. It's like that. 1,000 versus 20. Uh, so that's one of the things I've got to look at. But I was already, even before I learned that, I was already, you've heard me already talking on here and already challenging what do I need to do because I'm already having problems. Here's what I'm hearing. I get several of you telling me every day now, Greg, I hit the like button and won't let me like it. I've even had somebody call me and leave a message telling me about this. Somebody actually called my house and hey, Greg, I love your channel. I love it. I love it to death. And I'm trying to hit the like button, but it won't let it. It won't count it when I hit it. And then I get people telling me constantly, Greg, I got unsubscribed from your channel. Or people that I know, people that are good, big time followers of me. And someone like my friends. You've seen my friend Leanne at the flea market a couple times. She's a local friend who one day would come up here to buy worms, but she'd been following me for a year. She'd been watching me on Leak Project initially, and that's how she found me. And she's just a friend, but um, she tells me that, Greg, I don't get notifications. Now, some of you do. You wouldn't be here if you wouldn't get notifications. Most of you are here because you get notifications. Hey, all right, let's see. Michael Sherman Gardening, Woodworking and Horses. The other channel, and you tell it like it is. Your great information, slowly transition to different platforms. Yeah, but that's good information. I just hope the other platforms can stand up too, because if we're all getting sued, it may affect them all. And there's people out there who would do those lawsuits just to muck up the system because they're political activism. Hey, Blue Bottle Bunny from, how you doing? So Susan and Randy, who we got here tonight? And then it says people can have varying perceptions and experiences on a shared life experience. Yeah, that's true. I heard other platforms aren't that good. Yeah, well, they just don't have as many people. But Susan, how you doing, Susan? Hey, Susan, we got the bottle here. It's all lit up. All lit up. So Rex is a little nuts. You're much more sane than a regular guy. I try to be. Rex has his fun. You know, he's all into some really far out stuff. Something Mr. Allison says, Dr. J Man's place. How you doing, Dr. J Man? And Blue Bottle Bone Farm. And Susan says, awesome. And Karen says, I agree. Vicky, Native Americans in many cultures use controlled burns to maintain and renew both grasslands and forests. Yeah, that's true. So that's Jason Abrams. All right. Um, so my other thing is this. Is my channel. Jason alluded to earlier. He's got a gardening channel. He's thought about introducing other topics, but the people who do channels on just creating YouTube channels. I actually watched content like that for a while before I started my channel. Uh, they advise you. They advise several things, and one of them is that you pick one topic and you stick to it. You start a channel and you pick a topic. I actually started this channel just to be an urban garden channel. If you see my little introductory video, and I ain't taking it out. It sounds corny as I'll get out. Spent up all this time, and every time I listen, I go, yeah, I cringe. Sounds so corny. I really need to take that down. I need to replace it. But of course, if I replace it and tell them I'm here to help you survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive, I may have to get rid of that too. When they change the rules, if they do. Um, but that does sound a lot better. And howdy, folks. I'm here to help you, urban garden. Yep, yep. And that's pretty good. That's good stuff. But I repeat myself a bit too much in that video, and I kind of stumble around. Hey, I was just getting used to videoing myself, for Pete's sake. Uh, see, that's what kills me. My earlier videos were crummy. Especially my very first one, I didn't even know how to do a video. I was doing a video from a phone, and I was just walking around my aquaponics system. I didn't even really have any plans to put that on the YouTube. I just, for a lark, uploaded it onto Facebook, and it went like viral on Facebook. I thought, what? It got like 14,000 views. It ain't even got that many views on my channel. But I thought, okay, maybe it's time to start a YouTube channel. And seeing that's what prompted me that, and I was on Rex's project a lot, and I had people telling me sometime I should start a YouTube channel. So I said, okay, I'll do it. Um, and that's what prompted it. But that video was terrible. My first aquaponics video, shoot, I had to turn it one way, turn it the other way. You get seasick watching that video. But when I was posting terrible videos and had a small channel, my channel was growing. And even when I had like 18,000 members or subscribers, I actually got more views than I'm getting now. And I'm putting out more content. I'm trying harder to keep the views up, but it's suddenly a lot more work. I see channels where the guy doesn't have, they're all good guys. All these prepper channels are good and different things. They're all good guys. I have no complaint about any of them. And they all deserve every view they get. Absolutely deserve it and more. But it does. So I don't begrudge any view they get. But I wonder why I don't get more. When I see a channel that's smaller than mine, that's getting 4 times more video watchers on a topic I cover and cover it more in depth with more expertise, or when I bring a general on my channel, when I bring Dr. Peter Vincent Pry, or when I bring a couple of guys that got PhDs, when I bring in a guy who ran a major department in the Pentagon, the Strategic Defense Initiative, Ronald Reagan's Star Wars program. The one guy tells you how to harden the power grid. But anybody can just come here, yep, power grid might go down, and they get, yeah, I think something might happen, and they get 4 times more views than I do. It's like, really? Okay, well, he's warning people. That's good. He should, and he should get views. But how come I'm not getting the views? Why don't he get all these views? And so it's just a curious thing. That just really stumps me. It's just hard to figure out why they're getting so many more views. And all I can think of is the algorithms just aren't been favoring me. And when I hear people telling me that they're getting unsubscribed, when I have people telling me that I can't bang the like button, when people are telling me they're not getting notifications, and when I'm watching my subscriptions drop like a rock now, it's like I'm getting more and more slaps. Like they started gentle, and now they're slapping me harder. It's like every day they're slapping me harder on this platform. And I'm going, really? I mean, my videos are monetized because I'm very careful about what I put in them. I'm very careful about what I say, and I'm trying to stay within the bounds. So I'm within the bounds, but that don't mean I like it. So they set up rules and operate within the bounds, but that doesn't mean that it's appreciated. So I don't know what it all means. But then again, some of these other channels are putting out the same kind of content, and they're doing better at it. Some of these other channels challenge them more than I do, I think. Maybe it's my credentials are too good. Or maybe I'm delusional about the whole thing. Maybe I'm totally delusional. Greg, you're an ant. Nobody wants to hear an ant. You just think you're all that. Yeah, but gosh, it's just mind numbing sometimes. I do a lot of work with these videos on here, and like the one I put out last night, I worked for hours on that video. Well, it didn't post till this morning, and I really wanted to post it last night, and I just couldn't get it up in time, and it was just so late. I thought this video will die if I post it now, so I posted it. And I had it all ready to go, and this morning I just after I got everything rolling work, I turned around to my computer behind me. So the computer behind me is my personal computer, and my work computer is over here on this side. And I just turned on there, hit the button, and poof, it went up. Sometimes that's what I do. I just try to put up a good time. And and so I tried to get this video. Well, I had to do this video after work, a video I did before this one, just before this one. And I hoped I'd get it done sooner. But you got to do a little research. I mean, you know something. You know what you've read the articles. You know what you want to report on. But still, I will scan 4 to 6 articles for every video I put up. Even if it's a topic I know, I go dig around. I try to do some research. I'm trying to bring you good data. And then so you do the research. You read it, then you research it, and then you take notes, and try to think about how do I want to say this, and then you do the video. Well, then after you do the video, you got to upload it. Well, you got to do a thumbnail picture. You got to put text in there. It takes sometimes a lot of time. Um, and sometimes you'll see I mix a lot of the same picture formats and different things because that just helps. You need any any break, any edge you can get to get content out there and get it out fast as you can. And it just takes time to do all this stuff, and it takes a lot of time. Yeah, there's people come on here all the time. Oh, Greg, you promote your channel too much, or you got too many ads. Well, actually, so I got another channel called Galactic Grades, and I actually like space stuff probably better, but I've put fewer videos on it because I don't have as much incentive to put videos on there for two things. One, I had a lot of incentive because I'm trying to help you guys, but two, this channel's monetized. That's not. It makes a difference. You're kind of driven by that sometimes, and so I'm being blunt. I'm just telling you what it is, what it's like as a creator. Uh, it can be challenging. I'm sure every creator's got his own challenges. I'm not alone, and I don't mean to be whining. I'm just trying to figure out where to go, what to do. That's the whole point of this. I appreciate all you guys. You are all great. You love me to death, and I appreciate that, and I love you all back. Absolutely, I love you guys back. I mean, look at this. You guys are donating to me. You come here, you spend your time with me, you watch my videos. You're all great. You're all great people. It's just that I think the platform is a rough platform for the kind of stuff I put out there. And also the fact that my channel is maybe too broad. And like Jason Avers was, he was entertaining the. Sometimes it's hard not to put in more content. See, here's the thing. I started this channel as an urban gardening channel. I thought that's what I'm just going to do worms and gardening and aquaponics. I've seen channels that do nothing but worms. I've seen channels that do nothing but aquaponics. I even thought that was maybe too broad. I really did. But then, one of my good buddies said, Fisk, Mr. Jim Fisk said, Greg, I know you chaired 2 power grid defense conferences. Tell us about power grid defense. Well, I did. That video went viral. More than any other video I put on it. So I said, oh, okay. I need to cover prepping too because I really am a prepper. Big time. And since that video went viral, I just started covering that too. And then all the preppers really fussed about my worm video. Oh, they dogged it. They said, oh, this is the worst video I ever saw. Funny thing was, that turned out to be my very best video because once the worm people started watching, they all said, Greg, this is the best video on worms I've ever saw anywhere. And that video took off way beyond the power grid video with almost 4 times as many viewers now, over 3 times. That video has really, really done well, except in the last couple months. It's sputtering just like everything else on my channel, which is odd. So I'm thinking that I'm not getting the recommendations. I'm thinking that people are being unsubscribed. Now, maybe some people are unsubscribed. Now, if people are unsubscribing, I would appreciate some feedback from them so I could understand what that's all about. That, feedback, if in a closed loop support system or a closed loop operating system, feedback is how you, like in a guidance system, You have to have a feedback loop into your from a sensor network to guide your rocket, your missile, or whatever. If you don't, you're going to crash. You go off course and you have no sense, nothing to correct against. It's what enables you to have corrective measures. It's feedback. If there's something wrong, something I can improve, something I can do better, y'all tell me. Big boy, I can. Hey, I'm a big boy. I can handle. And some of those people don't like the ads. They don't like that. I can understand that. There can be a nuisance. But it does give me incentive to produce and keep producing and produce more. And quite frankly, it's my hope that I could one day make a living from this platform. And I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to get it ready. And the reason for that is I work on this vehicle called the Space Launch System, or Artemis is now called. And it's a great big rocket. And when it got started, it was the best thing out there. And Elon Musk, back in the days, his rockets were blowing up like firecrackers. Well, now suddenly Elon Musk has got the reliability, and he's come along fast with something called Starship, and, he's liable to put us out of business. If he does, cool. If he can get something that outperform this big shuttle drive vehicle, then okay. But I got to figure out what I'm gonna do for him. Worms might do it, but I don't know if I can ship worms with postal department being the way it is. If they can't ship live stuff, then I don't. Yeah, I think I can work that if I just ship small boxes. I think that's going to be my strategy. I'll probably start back shipping worms in the spring. I'm probably not going to ship the big boxes because those are the ones that always gave me the most trouble. So it'll be just small boxes. That'll cut my sales, but I got to raise my prices too. I'll not raise prices in 6 years. And and postage has gone up every year, and other costs have went up, and that's getting hard. Plus, now they're talking about one of the other things that we're talking about is two of the potential cabinet members in the Biden administration are insisting on $15 an hour wages. The minimum wage is less than $8. I've always paid 8 and up for people that do work for me, but frankly, my business has been losing money. So when you're paying even more money and you're already losing money, how do you run a business? What's going to happen to the restaurant? They're already almost about to go out of business. I don't think the restaurants anymore. Not many, not so many, not unless they're real high pricey outfits. Um, McDonald's will survive and Burger King will survive because they've already said they're going to put robots in. So the labor is not a factor. Then what's also going to happen is you're not going to have jobs. Of course, they're saying, "I will get living wage," and robots will take care of everything. No, they won't. Robots can't go in and tear out wiring out of a house and redo it and put new wiring in. There's certain tasks they can do well, but tasks that you got to really think and size up and have some craftsman expertise in, the robots aren't going to be doing that. Not in our lifetime. Ray Kurzweil aside, Ray Kurzweil, you and your singularity. I'm a mechanical engineer. What I studied in college was computer design. And I think Ray Kurzweil's hilarious. Oh, that's more donations. So I need to scan through and see what you guys are saying. But I'll do it in a minute. I'll check my notes in a minute. But guys, I'm really wondering if I should split this channel. I'm wondering if I should start another channel and just call it Head on the Swivel News or something like that. Swivel Head News. or eyes or eyes head on swivel and eyes wide open. Eyes wide open, head on swivel, something like that. Eyes wide open, head on the Swivel News, or just Swivel Head News. I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about just splitting the channel. The problem is if I take videos off, it's negative on the video side of the channel, and it might destroy my channel. There's a risk. It might destroy my channel. I mean, I might suddenly just lose a drove of subscribers instead of maintaining them. There's risk in splitting the channel, but there's also a possible opportunity. And it might mean that each platform would separately grow faster. Because one side gets offended by what I post on the other side. Gardeners don't like my prepping stuff. The preppers don't care for the gardening stuff. The gardening videos don't get as many views. My wild edible videos don't get as many views. It's the, "Hey y'all, we're about to get hit. It's about to hit us." Boy, that gets a lot of views. But hey, look, we do live in stressful times. I mean, my gosh, what's going on with China, Iran, India, Pakistan? What's going on between the U.S. and China? What's happening around the world is just off the charts. What's happening right here at home is just off the charts. We have never seen in the lifetimes of a lot of people anything close to this. You know, I'm 60. I've never seen times like this. All this 68 was stressful in this country, but I think we're way beyond 68. I really do. I remember when I was a kid in '68, some adults were afraid that we would have a civil war or there would be race riots. The Black Panthers scared a lot of people. I think Martin Luther King actually did us a lot of good because he was out there preaching peace. And, you know, a lot of people, there are people that resent him. Oh, well, why is he getting a holiday? Why that? Why that? No, look, that man probably prevented a race war. That man represented peace, and he did a lot of good for his people and the whole country, in my opinion. I mean, y'all made this human being is perfect. We all got our little problems, okay? But he at least he had that going for him. So let me see what's going on here. Let me go back and check my. Give me 499. Michael Sherman Garden. Oh yeah, love your channel. Tell it like it is. Yeah, I saw that. Cool, thank you. Let's see what else I missed here. Let's see what I missed. Yeah, I got to figure out where to go. Maybe I leave this. Maybe I keep doing what I'm doing, but you know, I've got to be more. Adam's Patch. You want a wrench, Adam's Patch? I'll check them. If you're looking for a wrench, let me know. I saw a wrench symbol there. You are in here a lot. So you gotta be careful. Some people ask for. Oh my! Is my video dim to you guys? It's looking dim on the screen here. My screen here dims out sometimes. Yeah, this phone is not 2 years old. This is a Samsung 9. It's a piece of junk. This phone is a piece of junk. Samsung, yeah. It is junk, 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 junk. It's not 2 years old, and the screen is really fading out a lot of times what I see on it. And it gives me problems, uh, all kind of issues. I'm not a fan of Samsung right now. And matter of fact, this is the replacement phone. The first I got, battery wasn't no good. So, all right. Let's see what I've been missing. I think I've caught it where I was at. And Michael says, keep spreading the not wisdom. Well, thank you. And see, Wise Al. I guess what Wise Al's saying here. Wise Al's had some experience here with that deer. Holy smoke. All right, I've seen a few of these comments. I went a little bit too far back. Yeah. Strange things follow me often so. Makes life interesting and makes a person brave for sure. Okay, Wise Al. Yeah, I think I know what you mean by that. Some strange things in my life too. If you can keep your sanity. Sometimes you might think you're losing your mind if you're not careful. Not rebroadcasting, we're just chatting and listening. I have Jimmy Church's Mod Zero here too. Okay, cool. Awesome. Gonna have to catch a replay, says Vinegary. All right. That's cool. Hey Greg, I've done some watching your last video. Been getting ready for growing a good garden this fall. Success at last. Well, I'm glad you got a good garden this fall. Good there, Karen. And Taz says I'm trying to get to 600 subs by Christmas. Have 11 to go. All right, everybody, check out Taz's channel. See what's there. This might be a good chance. He only needs 11. Let's pop him to 600 tonight, guys. Let's put Taz to 600 tonight. Go check out Taz, everyone. Got to be interesting. Tasmania. That's got to be cool. Pruning and culling, all part of maintaining a woodland environment. Yeah, you got that right. I need to prune my orchard. What do you think is the best month to prune orchard trees, Jason? What do you think? The bots keep the important channels hidden. Okay. Maybe that's what's happening there. Stream of thought. Yeah, you might be onto something. So maybe I should take it as a compliment. That's a rough compliment, though, you know. YouTube. Yeah, you hate me. That's a compliment. Is that what it is? You might be onto something there. Maybe I should take it that way and just shut my mouth and keep grinning. I think that's what I need to do, but I still might need to split it. I love this channel. Keep on keeping on. Okay, Michael. You know what, guys? You know what I need? If y'all want to see me keep going, help me. Share my videos widely. Put it on social media. Just go out there and put them in groups and things that have similar interests. Just share them, share them, share them, share them. Everybody share as much as possible. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Karen just said it. Wow. That goes the next comment right there. It was. Great minds think alike. Karen, thank you. That's Karen Buntham. All right, let's see. Brianna, I agree. I think the algorithms are unsubscribing for us. Now, Brianna's been here. Brianna has also got a little tribe thing. But we'll have to talk again soon. See, oops, I got my thumb in the way. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, it seems they're being harassed. It's not right. Well, thank you, Nunu. So that's fresh. I wish we could have safe burns and forests, kill all those invasive trees. Yeah, there you go. And just cut them out and pull them up by the roots. Biden and ATF are already meeting to. Oh yeah, the 80% lowers in the shoulder braces. That's right for the AK and AR pistols. Oop, I shouldn't have said that word. Yeah, boy, this platform's finicky. That might bang me. Yeah, what you say. Yeah, 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 yeah. There's all kind of stuff. Yeah, I've seen that. Absolutely. I feel there is no site for free speech. Well, Sassafras, I think you're really there. So I started that Freedom Restoration Foundation. Hopefully we can push on this stuff. Holy smoke. We got to push uphill, it looks like. A lot of pushing to do. But I got some good people in that organization. Y'all come on in and join up. We do have a Facebook page or Facebook page, as long as they'll allow stay up there, and recognizing that might not stay. We started a MeWe page. I haven't got the hang of MeWe yet myself. Just start learning people inhibit other speech because they can't tolerate any different perspective. You know, that's it. But does that say they're not secure in what they believe? If your belief can only exist if you stop somebody else from talking, there might be something wrong with what you believe. If you don't agree with me, talk about it. I don't care. Heck, I think the free exchange of ideas requires debate and free and open discussion. And the best ideas should survive, hopefully, in the marketplace of the debate and the audience that hears it. So, and maybe if you had the best idea and it didn't survive, it's just because you didn't say it right. So, if you've got an idea and it's so important, but you got to hide everybody else's ideas, there might be something flawed with what you're promoting. What you're selling just may not be something that people would really want to buy if they knew what it was. We all know forest conservation would cut down on fires, but no, says Karen. Let's see. I still choose to speak freely and properly. Proper, just truth. There you go, Nunu. I didn't read it right to start with. It's getting too big a hurry. Actually, the screen's kind of faded. It's not hard for me to see right now. Yeah, speech is quickly changing the rewriting definitions of our words. Yeah, Wise Al, it's got double speak. Yeah, Jason, Vicky, rigid structures, including trees, will snap under sufficient stress. That's right. Yeah, sometimes everything has a dollar. That's true, Adam's Patch. Adam's Patch, are you looking for a ranch? I will not live in 1984, says Karen. Well, we just got to develop our communities where we can be free within our communities. And what I'm really thinking to try to do with this tribe network is have a network that we can actually trade with each other. We can have our own economy, to heck with everybody else. If they're wanting to tell us you got to do this, that, and the other to trade, we'll say, heck with it. We don't need your system. Forget about it. Sassafras, that's your truth, and that's okay. Amen. Yeah, I believe Jason does know that. So, what else we got here? Okay, actually, I scrolled back further than I thought I did. Or maybe I just did it now, because I'm seeing comments I've already read here. I guess I missed a few earlier. That's what it was. Halo. Halo. Says Adam's Patch. Halo. Okay, I get it. How do you think free was discovered, or how do you think fire was discovered or learned? How do I think it was discovered or learned? Well, probably people in a forest fire just picked up a stick burning, and took it with them. What's this? This is cool. How they figure out how to make it, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah. According to Greek mythology, Prometheus brought us fire and taught us how to make it. And he paid a great price for that. He got tied to stone and had the, the, the vultures eating his livers out every day, right? Youch. Mythology has some interesting stories. All right. You should move to PeerTube. It's peer-to-peer and it's hard to control. Interesting. Dan and I could tell us all, says Fress. There you go. Zena Zabil. Hiya, Greg. New sub here. Well, thank you, Zenzabil. Did I get that right? Thank you. Good to see you here. Appreciate it. So I got a new sub. That meant they had to delete somebody else for you to join, probably. So I'm losing subs every day. So look, guys, here's nothing. If you get unsubscribed, resubscribe. Yeah, and make sure you're still, getting my notifications. So J-Man's place is great. My family after harvest for soil nutrients. Any opinions? Well, it does get rid of a lot of weeds and things like that, and it does convert stuff back to carbon, which drops back to the soil. And some plants like pines, there are fire cultures where some forests really need to fire periodically to activate things, and it does clean out some weeds and things like that. Now, a lot of the material is lost to the atmosphere, though, no doubt about that. So you don't regain everything, but the ashes do have their advantages. South Jersey burns its pines all the time. Well, they actually have burn off some Marshall Space Flight Center and Redstone Arsenal among the pines. Pines really need it. Jason, probably, well, as if you don't let the fire get too big. If you keep it just a low-level brush fire, of course, pines are very flammable. So you don't want to do it in any dry time of the year. My videos are still crummy, says Jason. I think mine are too, by the way. Jason, yours aren't crummy. Channel, check it out, subscribe. He's a good guy. All right, William Markle. Okay, how do we learn to control the fire? Good questions there. Proper maintenance of forests with great jobs. There you go, SS Fress. There you go. Coyote or raven brought us the fire. There you go, SS Fress. Vilification. I feel like we're getting vilified. Prometheus. Path forward, where to go, and this don't change. Okay, William, you vote for a no change. All right. It seems I'm probably going to consult. I bet if I went and talked to some of these YouTube gurus, they'd say, split your channel or quit doing this or quit doing that. I'm pretty sure they'd say, just do the head on swivel news because that's where I'm getting most of my views. But again, that's the thing that I get slapped most. I'm sure that's what hurts me in my algorithms. They don't like it. It may get me shut down. Everything in the woods looks real dead and dying. Oh, that's not good, April. Where's that at? Of course, we're in the dry season right now, guys. But it's not as dry as most years. Lack of small regular burns leads to horrendous historical burns. Yeah, especially out in California in areas that are accustomed to burning off. When you stop them and don't cut the undergrowth out, you're going to get bigger burns down the road. And I think that's what they're suffering out in California right now. We used to get beautiful birch from Germany. It was maintained and was cultivated and was clear as can be. You're doing something right, Greg, says Arfid. Maybe that's it. Actual management. Okay. All right, Neil, appreciate that. He says I'm all right. Shorter videos and more DIY. Yeah, it takes a little more time to set up to do the DIY stuff. I definitely have a lot of stuff I can do if I can just get the time at it. I got a lot of videos where I'm cutting things, making things, or where I built the boxes for the fans. Now, the greenhouse was built before I started my channel, and most of it I did not video. In fact, I did my first video after I set my aquaponics up, but I hadn't set my the those fans were set up. But I do recall that I did do specific videos when I was setting those boxes up about cutting the circles and everything I did, how I set that up. I videotaped that, just hours of video, and I did build my solar heaters after I started my channel, and I did videos on that. But gosh, it's hours editing. It would be horrendous, but they would be fun to watch because one of the things I do in those videos is, when you're bending small plastic tube, you might use like a hair dryer or one of those shop blowers like you used to put shrink wrap on wires with. Well, what I used for that was a shop heater. I took one of those big shop blower heaters and put it on my shoulder and used it to bend that PEX pipe because it was too cold to bend. I needed to bend it. And that's what I did. So I'm sitting there holding this big thing on my shoulder. I'm sure that was entertaining. Now, I do have a little bit of video of me pulling logs, building my log barn. If I had really done a good job on that, that would have been super entertaining because we had some times pulling those logs, those flying logs basically with a tractor. So that was, or when I was pulling them out, I mean, I looked like that old guy from that swamp logger with his boat. In fact, I used to go, here we go. Because what would happen is I'd pull a log out of a log pile, and in order to get that log out, you can't just pull it out. It won't just pull those. They're in tight. They're in tight. So I would get my tractor, I'd tie a chain around that log, and I would pull the throttle all the way down and rev the engine just as much as I could, and I would take off running with it. And most of the time, that log wasn't going to budge. So I was going at full speed, and when I hit the end of that chain, if that log didn't budge, it was like having a wreck. I mean, boom! It would throw me forward, the hood would fly up. It was a mess. And I just kept doing that, pulling them, jerking them logs out, and then, boy, I'd go. So when I was doing my early logging stuff, that would have made for some really funny videos. Y'all would have got a kick out of that stuff. I might have made me a star. I might have been a big star if I'd have done videos on that. Oh, let's see here. That was fun. I mean, I got some little bit of video, but it's joint, it's short. It's not always the best. I got pictures. And one of these days, I'll put some of that stuff together to show how I built my farm, how I got it started. But it's going to take me time to edit that stuff. Now, I do want to do some more DIY. I need to build my plywood worm boxes for you on video. That's one of the things I got to do. Bud nippers or control fires. Okay, chainsaw work. All right. They didn't think we'll remember, especially if they discourage young elder contact. They don't think we'll remember. Karen, who's there? Are you talking to somebody else here? Try D Live. Okay, what is D Live? Could be from pollution, says that. Timing might be a thing, says William Markle. Timing with what? Mountaintop removal around you. Well, there's not a lot of that around here. There are some. I have seen some coal mines, a few here and there, strip mine type things that are ugly, but they're not prevalent around here. They're rare in this area. But that's really decimated West Virginia and parts of Kentucky and places. It's real sad, that they don't go back and do more to rehabilitate that land. But you get a lot of, they destroy some beautiful historic mountains, and those people need the jobs. But holy smoke, wow! All the arsenic and other stuff going in the streams. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Let's see here. Sub to so many. So if you don't get 10% of actual, you're doing really good. Correct. Sub to so many. So if you get 10% of actual, you're doing pretty good. Well, here's the odd one. I'm losing subs. That's what's killing me right now. I don't know why. I've been losing them every day, all month almost. And I've never had that happen before on here. So am I doing something wrong, guys? Am I doing anything wrong? Have I gotten crappy and I'm just too senile to know it or something? I don't know I'm senile because you don't know it if you are. Because you can't measure yourself because you're your own known good, You need some other objective thing to measure you from the outside. What is it? It's both lower elevations and high. And high, also notice the lake looks good. Everything on the bottom is gray. Okay, April. We're talking about the trees, are What gets lost, Craig? Vicky, we're never more than one generation away from losing our heritage. Oh, where the mind's fraying. Oh my God, all this cancel culture, and they're really not teaching our heritage. In fact, they're teaching that our heritage is terrible. That the United States of America was the worst nation there ever was, and our founding fathers were the worst of the worst. That freedom is awful. That freedom of speech is an enemy to social justice, and our biggest problem in our society is we don't have social justice. That's the truth. They teach to our kids as truth. Now, our founding fathers weren't perfect, and they didn't have perfect implementation of the good ideas they had. It's something we've had to learn over time, but we've been learning it, and we're still learning it. It don't mean it was wrong, but also, okay, United States has established an empire of sorts. Our CIA has been very dominant in overthrowing presidents and governments that shouldn't have been done. And we've often paid for that. That's how we got the Shah of Iran replaced by an Ayatollah. But see, the problem is we went in and deposed a duly elected president in Iran and installed a dictator, the Shah, there. And the people hated him, and they put the Ayatollah in charge, and we paid dearly for that. And then so we're here today because of those things. Had Iran had duly elected line of succession of presidents, it might be a beautiful country today. The people there really would like to live Western style, and they wouldn't be trying to make nukes possibly. It's just a very possibility that that would be a very beautiful place. We hadn't mucked it up. But, the United States is the strongest country in the world, and strong countries often muck things up. I think the British Empire was a lot worse than we are. They went in countries and literally colonized them and did a lot of bad things in those countries they colonized. Now, see, China is making all these countries think they're doing good stuff. And, we're going to build you roads, and we'll do this, and we'll do that, and we'll loan you money. And I said, we need to be doing diplomacy where we're really actually trying to really, truly help some of these other countries and just, in exchange for having friends. We need friends around the world, and we've lost them because we've not played fair. Well, now China's coming in and cutting deals and making them all happy. The problem is, I think there's the strings attached to those deals are worse than anything we've ever imagined. Based on seeing how China operates and what they're doing with their own people and their philosophy, I have great, great, grave fear for the world with their system expanding. I'm really concerned about it. Somebody, well, Greg, we've been so bad, it's their turn. Well, I hear that in a lot of comments. It's like, really? Do you really see who they are and what they're really doing and their real agenda? I think if you really understand them, you will shiver to your core. I'm worried. I'm worried about that. And our guys, because it's very seductive. Oh yeah, I'll go trade with you. This is how to trade, get money, and short-term benefits are great, but the long term is frightening. April, lots of changes with pray for the young. Amen, Union. Let's pray for the young. Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you, he says Vicky nailed it. I'm gonna tell you what, Vicky is one sharp lady in here. She really is in here in comments on every video post, and she always tries to be here for the live sessions, even when I do them impromptu. And she really hates it when she misses one if I just do one at an impromptu odd time. But she's always got very insightful. It's kind of Mars-like, says April. Oh, yikes! Mars is not a very conducive place for life at the moment, my friends. William Markle, willing to help. I've got skills and the slowest internet connection money can buy. What are you willing to help with, William? Where are you located? You do bring more than good data. Well, thank you. Well, I also try to laugh. There are channels, and some really good channels, but the guy who can, well, he's serious. And we live in serious times. I don't blame him. He gets on there and he gets his face right on the screen. All through the whole video. And it's a lot of videos. They don't always do that. Sometimes he's laid back and a lot of fun. I won't name him because I just picked on him, but he's actually, I like his channel. I subscribe to it, but it's like, holy smokes, sometimes he's intense. Well, yeah, we are living in trying times. Maybe that's the way to be. Maybe I'm too laid back. Maybe I laugh too much. Some people don't like that. How can you be laughing, Greg, when the world is falling down? That's like, well, dude, no amount of feeling sorry for somebody, and there's always plenty of people you can feel sorry for, is going to make anybody better. Now, you can help them, you can pray for them. And you can feel sorry for them, but you shouldn't let it destroy you because there's always misery. One of the things Wayne Dyer talked about, he had a lot of admiration for this guy who was a prisoner in Nazi Germany, and he was Jewish, and he was in one of the concentration camps, and the guy really struggled to find beauty. And he saw beauty in the fish head in the soup. It was the only thing he had to eat. They gave him a bowl of boiled water that had a fish head in it. And he was looking at something that we would think would be gross as all get out, and he was able to find beauty in it. Well, that was the only thing he could find beauty in. And truly, there is beauty in anything and everything if you look at it right. And that's what he really needed. He needed some sense of beauty. And by focusing on it, even in the worst of dire situations, he found it, enabled him to keep his sanity. No matter what, we've got to keep our sanity. We've got to stay focused, stay centered, and don't panic. I always tell you, never panic. Channels told the followers, "I'll tell you when the unicorns and rainbows." If only it was. But if it was only unicorns and rainbows, we'd all be softies and we wouldn't learn anything, would we? We need to be toughened up a little bit. Guys, if you're a gardener, Jason will know this, and some of you others will know this. If you start a plant out in the greenhouse because it's, too cold to start it out outside, then when you move that plant outside, you got to introduce it slowly. Because if you take that plant straight from the greenhouse, a protective environment, stick it outdoors, the weather will kill it. You have to harden them off. And our kids today have been so coddled and so conditioned, they're not hardened off. They can't handle a lot of things. So we're really doing them a disservice. And but Jason, I'm sure he knows what I'm talking about, hardening off. So if we all lived in a world that was all rainbows and unicorns, that might seem fine. If it'd always be just like that might be fine. But I think we all need a little hardening off too. And maybe where military service is a good thing. If it wasn't for all the wars, maybe we can have a military service that's just cleaning ditches and cleaning up the woods and fixing the environment and Peace Corps type thing, where people might have to be hardened off a little bit, but not be all about going out and destroying. A new way to do these things, more productive. But we all need some hardening off. And then all these people that think they're just going to get a living wage and sit on the couch and play reindeer games all day long, they're going to be in a world of hurt. You'll get fat and sloth. And what was that the cartoon with the little computers? What was that? E or 5? What was that? Oh shit, I forget. You know what I'm talking about. The whole world was nothing but a garbage pile, and all the people were fat and slobby and couldn't move. They were so dysfunctional from having life so easy. And the only real action was the robots. Wasn't that funny? Maybe it's a cartoon. I know what I'm talking about. All right. In my humble opinion, we are on the brink of a horrible civil reactionary international war altogether. That's what I'm worried about. That we could have civil war and world war and wars between other countries, just all in one big ugly enchilada, all rolled up together. And economic crash. It would put the Great Reset upon us. I mean, how will they get all these people to want to give up property? Maybe they'll unleash a major pandemic too. I mean, I can imagine that, as bad as 2020 has been, maybe we should use it as an experience to harden ourselves off, to get tough, because what's coming might be a lot worse. It's a YouTube war. We are with you, Greg. Don't lose faith. Oh, well, thank you, Tadpole. Tadpole Summit. I love that name. I have a lot of tadpoles there. Don't you hear my frogs some nights out here? Used to be any around here. And I started my aquaponics, and I kept water out to let it dechlorinate so that I could put it in my aquaponics. Of course, I had somebody come run chlorinated water in my greenhouse 2 or 3 times and wiped it out. So, but that's why I'm putting in a well. But, now that I got a well, I won't need all that water sitting out. But if I don't leave a little water somewhere, I won't have all the frogs. So, I I love the frogs. They eat worms. They eat bugs, by the way. The worms brought me in, says William Markle. Well, good. They wormed you in. Sassafras Red, worms too. If it's going to pull the curtain on. Oh, if it is, I'm going to pull the curtain on. Oh, okay, Adams. Nate, how you doing, bud? Big hit. It's like the channels that do rabbit wakens to the sound of a banana. You get 11 million views. Or just dumb stuff like, hey, I got cats, I got bananas, I got rabbits. Why don't I do a channel on just kitty cats, maybe? They go bananas over these cats. And I can sell cat toys and cat stuff. I noticed that you can make cat furniture, and it sells for about 4 or 5 times more than the same item that it would make for a person. I mean, cat people will pay money for stuff, lots of money. You can make a darn good profit just making cat. There you go. Y'all want an idea of how to make a little money? Make cat furniture. If I had a cat channel, I could sell the heck out of cat furniture. Yeah, what am I doing with these worms? I should go to cats. I got fish, but fish aren't, and fish eat worms, but fish just aren't as cuddly as cats. That's it. Cats and puppies and rabbits. Cuddly, small, furry animals. See, there's the future in YouTube. They won't ban those videos. Nobody will fuss about them. You won't get demonetized, and you'll make tons and tons and tons of money. And probably fun too. Oh well. Yeah, but I'm really worried about everybody. I couldn't just walk away from everybody and say, okay, everybody, everything's fine. It's just rainbows and unicorns. Don't worry. Don't worry your pretty little heads. It's all over now. I wish that were true. Jason says, and I definitely want to occasionally vent. Just have to find a way to connect to my channel's main topic. There you go. Unicorn-powered worm farms. Now you may be on to something there, Sassafras. So much is happening not to address. My problem is there's more stuff out there than I can talk about. I gotta pick one. Holy smoke. And some topics I don't discuss anymore because my viewership's like split on it, and if you talk about anything you say, they're going to jump on you. I mean, not a little bit. I mean, like with both feet and then beat you with a hammer. Okay. Wow. Yeah, some topics I've learned just leave them alone. Let it burn out. People will figure it out sooner or later. Talk to PN1, Prep and Nurse 1. He gave advice to Lady Trucker. Said to always do the same, have a day job. And I have been doing a 9 o'clock session every Wednesday, except I really want to get a video out today, and I just couldn't do it and do a 9 o'clocker. So I made an exception. Every now and then I don't do one. I do a lot of videos just when I can get them up. It's just tough to get things up. I do have a day job. My day job, I work till about 7 p.m. And I put a lot of hours into my day job. And I also have a garden. I also have a worm farm. I've got an aquaponics system. I have fish. I have rabbits. I have worms. I got cats. And I got a snake too, by the way. Yes, I got a little ball python. It's just a little thing. I'll introduce it to you guys one day. Oh, and guess what? I got a toy the other day. I got another toy, guys. I don't know if I can pick it up. It's kind of heavy. I don't want to drop it. Yeah, pick it up one hand. Yeah. Well, maybe I can. I can grab it from the bottom. Or if I set the phone down. Hang on. You're going to see the ceiling here in a minute. Hang on. You'll see the ceiling. Whoa, my phone. Earthquake. Do-dun, 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 do-dun. If I dropped it, it would smash the heck out of my phone. Look at this. Isn't that cool? It's pretty. It's very pretty. Not that I put any stock in it. It's just a fun, pretty thing to have, That's it. So, FYI, his beard came straight off when I was a baby. His beard came straight off. So, yeah, Prep and Nurse 1, Ed, I watch his videos. let's see, his channel does better than mine. He's got something going for him. What he does is consistency. He does the same stuff all the time, every day. But it's also very formulaic. He walks around the garden, checks his eggs and cats and dogs, and just kind of talks off his head, whatever's on his mind. And then he does a live session every night. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I started out doing homesteading videos and ended up doing original music and telling people stories. Yeah, check out Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. Susan's got a channel and she does guitar. She sings. I love her channel. She's great. Check her out, guys. If you haven't been there, check her out. Hey, this comes from Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. Isn't this beautiful? This is one of her blue bottles. And there's Santa. Look at all the details she put in Santa here. She made for me. Oh, that's sweet. Oh my God. And I got an alien elf riding on a rocket. Rocket Santa going to the moon. That's beautiful work. That is really beautiful work she did there. A lot of love went into that. A lot of love. You can see it because I've shown it many times on here. And you always see it's always lit up here. I keep it lit up all the time. Everybody, thumbs up. Give Greg Battle algorithm. Yeah, we need a battle song, don't we? For our channel. There we go. That's what we need. We need a song. Gory, gory. What a heck of a way to post. Gory, gory. What a heck of a paste. Gregory. What a heck of a video to post. I don't know. Come with something here. Let's see. William Markle. Think about timing. 6 a.m. on the East Coast means midday on the West Coast. Yeah, I know. That's just it. You can't really quite hit them all just right. But there are more people on the East Coast. Michael Sherman. Oh, okay. There we go. Hey, thank you, Michael. I knew I had another donation in here somewhere. Get Elon on it. Nina says get Elon on it. I've talked to Elon a couple times, by the way. And Christy Hart. I love that name. Christy Hart says, I appreciate your take on everything and thank you for sharing your knowledge. Well, thank you. All right, so what's Michael got to say? Michael Sherman Gardening, woodworking, and more. Do you have a channel, Michael? Maybe start your own website and link it to YouTube channel. I did have a website. I took it down because I was selling worms on it, but we'll redo it. And that would be a good worm website. Now, maybe I need to do a bigger website for this broader range of stuff I cover. Now, one guy, of course, y'all know Marfugel. He's got a video channel for a long time where he does call in. Well, another guy, another creator on here, who had a smaller channel than mine, has started doing that. And he's actually done pretty good with it. He's kind of out there. He is Jeffrey Daugherty. He's very anti-Christian, though. But he, in fact, that's his whole gig, being anti-Christian. But he's doing good with that format. And I'm just looking at it from a business standpoint of having a call-in show. So there's different things to think about here. Southern Boy Prepper. Hello. Hey, where's Old Country Preacher at? He was on here a little bit ago. I hadn't seen him chime in. You still here, Old Country Preacher? Did I run you off? I hadn't seen you in a while, and you came in here for a little bit. And James Place, just thought I've been here for a while. This is just a suggestion to do videos on some rocket science equations and teachings. Well, I have another channel for that. It's Galactic Dregs, and I still want to do a rocket one-on-one video. I've actually started doing some stuff I've come up with the concept for how to settle Venus, and I got to do some more videos on it to get that complete. I'm planning to do a book on that. I got a Venus colony concept. It's also got my worm farm, my universal habitat integrated into it. I need some of that turmeric you grow, says Susan. Well, Susan, you know where I'm at. You know where I'm at, Susan. It's fresh right now, too, Susan. Come up and get you some. So, Vicky, when two people agree absolutely on everything, one of them is unnecessary. If we all agreed and we all looked just alike, wouldn't it be boring? It's good when people don't agree with each other. And sometimes it's some of my favorite discussions like that. And, they have switched me sometimes. So there's that. Raise prices when you have to, you have to. Well, that's true. I'm going to have to do that. Prices are going to go up and the quantity of the sales is going to go down. That's all right. Y'all, Sassafras Red, I know you folks pay back the house the same wait staff, equal pay for all. I know folks who pay back of the house the same as the wait staff, equal pay for all. You just got to have it in your business model, but you also got to compete with everybody else. It doesn't mean prices are going to go up. Just because you get more pay don't mean you're going to be able to have more buying power because all prices are going up everywhere. When two people agree, oh, I already read that. Oh, this is William talking about it. That is Sage. He said, okay, yeah, he's yeah, like I said, Vicky comes up with a lot of good stuff. Odds March. Amazon just delivered and the death knell to Rite Aid and Walgreens. Oh, what's that? They started selling drugs through Amazon? Is that what it is? I'm grateful for your prepping video, says Angela Sandler. Okay, good. One nation under Bezos. Oh my gosh. Yikes. I like his idea for how to colonize space, but going to asteroids and industrialize and stuff, but he's very slow. He don't get anything done. Elon's moving. But his business model of putting everybody out of business is exactly what I oppose. When I tell everybody to spend your dollar locally, support your local farmer, that's the stuff he's trying to put out of business. So I guess I'm the anti-Bezos. Although I have bought through Amazon. So that might mean the anti-Bezos. hmm. Being anti-Elon. Nah. I like Elon's ideas better than a lot of Bezos in societal type things. Aside from neural lace. But I know I ain't come up with neural lace. It's because he was trying to combat singularity, the concept of rate. And I mentioned that a few times. Many businesses are losing money. That is true, and that's a problem, and it's going to be more of a problem. If we go into another shutdown, some people are saying that Biden's science advisor nationwide. What's it going to do to businesses? Ooh. Greg, do you know anything about graphene batteries? Well, graphene batteries are actually capacitors. They're really super capacitors, and they can charge fast, or you could discharge them fast, which might be interesting. They have a high capacity for voltage and how much they can store that is for watt hours. As you get more and more watt hours or amp hours, really it's measuring amp hours in a battery, you're approaching right now already with lithium ion the fuel density of gasoline. So once you get to that and beyond, if you can go beyond that, this means you could one day put on a backpack with quadricopters and go flying around or something like that. I mean, the applications for what you'll be able to do could be just amazing. And graphene in particular is really interesting to me because if we can learn to make it in large sheets and do so affordably, it will utterly transform this world, what we can do. There'd be no better place to do that than in the atmosphere of Venus. Which has so much CO2 in it. From my little cloud stations, you can have huge platforms to lay out ginormous sheets below. It may be a big export product from Venus. All the carbon dioxide they got there, yeah. Graphene is highly interesting. Highly. I mean, just think about it. Material that's only an atom thick. If you can make rockets out of it, you could have single stage to orbit. We'll make this starship that Elon's trying to work on look like nothing. Plus, it can handle very high temperatures. See, I'm planning. Oh yeah, I haven't put this in my video yet, but I'll be talking about mining Venus. I've had several people. Oh, I can't go to Venus. I can't mine Venus. Oh yes, you can. You just aren't thinking. Absolutely, you can mine Venus. You can mine the atmosphere. You can mine Venus better than you can mine Mars, and we can even drop hooks. Graphene can survive on the surface of Venus. Kevlar can survive on the surface of Venus. Graphite can survive on the surface of Venus. And a lot of other materials can too. Lead will melt, but it's possible you can drop a drag hook from a balloon and we might could have something going a little bit deeper down, bathysphere style. There's still some temperature regimes that you can go to and operate in Venus with it basically be like flying a submarine around down there, and drop grapple hooks from. But I think with Kevlar, you could probably drop them from the regular balloon float stations. Kevlar, you can have really long lines with it. So yeah, I'm looking at having drag buckets you can drag across the surface and bring up material from the surface. And more than anything, of course, eventually you'll have in place mines. You can do all kind of operations, drilling, digging. With mechanistic robots, you won't have a whole lot of control systems in them, but you won't need that. We got ways of doing that. There is also the possibilities for, but just there's so much in the atmosphere. There's so much material in the atmosphere, and with carbons we can build so much. We can build just about we can do so many things with carbons. It's not funny. Carbons and hydrocarbons, and you got the sulfuric acid has hydrogen and oxygen in it. You can build hydrocarbons from that. You can make water from that. You can make oxygen from that. You can make rocket fuel from that. You know, gas to breathe from that. There's more. The Earth's atmosphere is 27. No, it's mostly nitrogen. Our atmosphere is mostly nitrogen. Venus has only 3% nitrogen in its atmosphere, so it makes it sound like there's not much nitrogen in the atmosphere of Venus. Wrong. Venus's atmosphere is so thick that there's actually more nitrogen in the Venus atmosphere than there is Earth's atmosphere, even if it's only 3%. Venus's atmosphere is rich. Holy smoke. You can do so much there. All right, I got off on a tangent. It will be down to the Waltons versus Bezos, maybe. Yeah, I think the Waltons see this, but Bezos is the founder. The Waltons are the kids. Bezos will probably whip them on that side. He's been whipped on rockets by Elon. It looks like. Well, Bezos has got a big rocket plant here in Huntsville they just built. He's selling them to United Launch Alliance. They're building a Vulcan rocket. Ring bags, your worm videos are great. Well, thank you, Michael. I do plan to build a worm box, and I'll do some more worm videos before too long. Jason, there's also a concept of getting what one pays for and added value. When one buys worms or worm tea from Green Greg's, the value that is there is exceptional. Well, thank you. Thank you. And Jason is one of my customers. Jason has bought worms from me, so that's an excellent endorsement. Thank you very much, Jason. So there you go. There's one of my favorite customers chiming in for me. I appreciate it. Swivelhead News. You like that, huh? Maybe I'll do that. Swivelhead News. Now, what I'm afraid now I put it after somebody else may snap it up. If I don't move on it, you give it a couple months, somebody will be out there doing just that, and they'll have 400,000 subscribers in a month. I'll be going, dang, they stole my idea. I get a lot of ideas stolen from me like that. My garden soil doing excellent. Full of worms. Hey, that's what you want. I throw coffee grounds. Yeah. Leaves, rototill. Okay. Don't rototill too much and grind your worms up. Angel Sound. Don't lose faith. Sir, more will come your way. Okay, well, thank you. Greg, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But is it broke? That's my question. Okay, guys, there's the question. Is it broke? You tell me. Is my channel broke? I'm losing subscribers like crazy. Is my channel broke, or is it the platform? Do I need to conform to the platform? Yeah, I'm not conforming to stuff. That's a problem. Jeez. Yeah, me a conformist. Yow. Ouch. Yow. Ouch. 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 That's my problem. I'm very much a nonconformist. You can invent some computer games for lots of money and do as you will with everything else. I have thought about doing computer games at once. Or board games. I've actually thought about some board games. Does anybody play board games anymore? I think they're fun still. You need a preppers podcast interviewing survivalist and preppers. Okay. Maybe. It's not a bad idea. And but see, I could also interview gardeners. I probably know more gardeners than preppers. So there you go. A little bit of both. That's right. I will try to watch them all someday. Hey, Hey, we're going to gray hit, pass on it. Okay. Get hit. Oh, yeah, get hit. Yeah. You're already burning the candle at both ends, hanging in there. Everybody, you do everything you do is connected. There you go. Yeah, Brianna, you got it. Now, see, Brianna's been here. She's been to my place. She knows me. I am. I'm burning the candle at both ends hard. You can make separate playlists. Well, I do have some separate playlists. I'm thinking about adding some playlists. Did you hear the general say that they are getting the Pokey Poke ready for ever? Oh, the generals are saying this. In 24 hours. Impact TV did it. Yeah, I saw something about the 24 hours. Well, I don't know of it. I'm a conspiracy guy, so I like your theories and foreign affairs, says Odds in March. Well, I try to back it up, buddy. Hey, I go to their websites. I go to their websites and show what they're saying. And then I get people, oh, we can't have these conspiracy theories. I've had it when I've entered some of these videos on some other user groups. Yeah, I had some people say, especially I can do a video and I just show other people's websites and read what's on their websites. I've done that. And then not even editorialize on it. And they'll get mad. Yeah, conspiracy theory. Well, no, that's what they said. It's right there. No, that's not true. No, it is. It's right there. So many losing it. Yeah, that's true. But I tell you, that's what I tell you. But keep your head on your shoulder. Don't panic. Yeah, we're in for a tough ride, but you got to be tough. It's kind of like, you know what? That's what we need to be. We need to be like Josie Wells when they were in that house in the desert in Butte, whatever place was, the Cheney's son's place, and they were getting ready to be attacked by Union soldiers, and it was after him, and they were between that and they were with them and the Cheyenne, and they were hardening it up, and he just told them, you got to get mean, you got to get tough, I have to look that quote up on it. What advice is going to get mean when fighting when it comes on. You just got to get mad dog mean. That movie had a lot of great quotes. I love that movie. After that and some of his other ones on my Facebook channel sometimes, especially when I got really depressed. I like it. Or maybe the song Blood on the Risers. Cheers me up. Hey, I know I am an army guy, but I don't want violence, really. I don't want warfare. So soldiers, last people want that. So you know what it really is. Yeah, that's a good idea. Start head on a swivel news. Don't move videos. Just start a fresh new. We'll subscribe. I do that. Head on a swivel news sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna get some votes for that. You'll be banned in 10 seconds if you cover the news. You might be right. Oh, this guy. Oh, my God. So you'd think gardening and prepping would go well together. It should. Absolutely. Gardening is a form of prepping, but there are gardeners who aren't into prepping. See, that's the problem. And I get a lot of preppers who say, no, all I got to do is buy bullets and beans and I'll be all right. And they've actually said, well, all I got to do is put a stick in the ground and some seeds and I can scratch the ground with a stick and put some seeds and I can grow stuff. So, you really think that? Wow. No, don't work like that. It's March. I enjoy conspiracies too. Hard to find them now on YouTube. Yeah, it's because we're running everybody out. The CCP YouTube bosses are lagging you. If it ain't broke, says American Patriot. Well, that's what I don't know. Is it broke? That's the question, guys. Is it broke? I need some help. Tell me, guys. That's no joke. Is it broke? Am I broke? Things are really heating up. Nuts. I enjoy information on wild crafting. There you go. I'm gonna do something on acorns here. Because one of the things that's missing from my wild foods is starches. And one of the best sources of starches is acorns. Of course, the problem with acorns, unless you treat them right, they're bitter as all get out. You know, the Confederate Army subsisted basically on acorns. A lot of people thought the Confederates were brave, but it's alleged that a lot of their battle cries that caused them to make some of those brave charges against the Union soldiers was, "There's food in their knapsacks." And you could always tell a picture of the dead soldiers. You could tell who was Confederate and who was Union. The Union soldiers, because they ate rich food and had wine, they were all bloated when they died. The Confederates just were their dead were just skinny, scrawny things laying out in the field. You could actually tell them apart by the Union soldiers would swell up and bloat, and the Confederates wouldn't. They were starving to death. How you doing tonight? Says Sally Man Cox. How you doing, Sally? Now, Sally, not far. If not, she's just give dollar and dollars a chance. Dollars to the people. John Lennon. All right, Nunu. How you doing tonight? Says, oh yeah, I just read that. Looks bright, not dim. Okay. Angela Sandler, the failure of some prepper survivalists to embrace gardening is a mystery to me. Yeah, Jason, but yeah, I get that, and I have told that. I said on my channels, I've scolded them for their attitudes, and some of them get mad, snip back at me. It's like I say this. Look, guys, in 2 months, some big rifles you got, you're going to starve to death because there's not anything you're going to have left to shoot will be nothing but fur ball because there's going to be nothing but varmints left. And you shoot them with them big rifles, and you're not going to have anything. You're going to starve to death. I even did a video why preppers will die. That's one of my top videos. I think I got nearly 100,000 watchers on that. And I was spanking them. I was basically scolding them. And sometimes you can do well scolding your watchers. I did on that video. But, it's like, come on, guys. What are you talking about? Wake up. You need to grow food. You really need to grow food. Now, I do teach the wild edibles, and that's good. But the challenge with the wild edibles is getting enough starches and enough protein. Beans for the protein and grow potatoes for the starches, sweet potatoes, white potatoes, corn. Potatoes is probably the most productive in short order. Corn is a very heavy feeder, and of course the wind can knock it down. Of course, deer will eat potatoes up if you're not careful, especially sweet potatoes. So you got to protect them. Grow potatoes and beans if you can't grow anything else. Greens are good, but there's also a lot of wild greens. But if you're just needing food, now you tell me, Jason, you've done some videos on growing a garden to feed your family. You've got one of the better channels, the Supervised Worm Farmer. Supervise. Well, worm farming is it's a prepper business, guys, because it's going to help people that are growing their own food. They're going to need worms because you can't get fertilizer when it comes to that. I think it's the ideal prepper business, personally. So I went into it. I like Santa's Little Prepper. Oh, well, for a new channel, Santa's Little Prepper. But I'm not little. I am Santa. Santa's Little Prepper. Now, if I had somebody in with me, some lady or somebody, she could be Santa's Little Prepper, and I could be the Santa Prepper. Sassafras says, bring on my side of the glass. Right on my side of the glass. Okay, I got it. I want to read them right. John J. What's your email, Greg? I want to send you a pic of my tapestry like yours. Okay, well, just, tell you what, I don't want to put too much email information out here. What'll be the best email to send it to? I got the halfispace at AOL.com, but I got 2 other people looking at those videos too. You can do that. You can send it there. People send me stuff there or something. Just send the halfispace at AOL.com. That email is listing so much stuff. Yeah, I hadn't logged into it in about a week, though. I got 2 other people working it for me. Try some rocket science teaching. I got a channel called Galactic Greg's. And I'll talk rocket stuff on there, and I'll do more. I got to do a rockets one-on-one course on there. I've been threatening to do that. I will when I get a chance. And Vince, oh yeah, wait a minute. I think I must have fell back. What happened here? I'm looking more over old comments. Wait a minute. Maybe there's a repeat in the comments. What is happening here? That's like I was going to send new comments too. Just sub to Michael. I like gardening and woodwork also. Cool. Hey, I like woodwork. Starting my rose seeds today. All right. How you doing, Brian? Vicky, I've been in Bentonville, Arkansas, where Sam Walton started. You cannot find anyone with a bad word about him. Well, that's cool. Now, see, he was a founder. Founders, they're different. Sometimes the kids just aren't the same. Thank you, Jason. That's a good email to use. Actually, I do have a Green Rings email too, but I try to keep that just for business. I live in Fayetteville, and I've heard terrible stories about Sam and his labor practice. Oh, interesting. Tessie Knife, Bridget Fable. I hadn't heard that one. Brian. I have pulled up my garden. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have some work to get my potatoes out. I let the vines die down now. I'm going to have to find out where the potatoes are at. Yeah, I got a bunch of sweet potatoes planted. I did a video on planting on sweet potatoes. Now I got to go dig them up before it gets too cold. Fall and spring, you can prune different reasons. Okay, odds and mark, fall and spring. Any meetups in Huntsville coming up regarding preps or countering the Chi-Com's threat? We were having some meetings here. I did have some meetings, and we kind of stopped for a spell because of one, I had some things going on in my life, but also there were some challenges with the individual that came here. Brianna, who's on right now, she's come to one of our meetings. So let's see, what is this? TLPR? I'm going to put on my eyeballs right and see what their name is, really. It's funny, the names are lighter colored on my screen. Is kind of faded out right now. Oh, TIPR. Okay, TIPR. Are you here in the Huntsville area? His children should be sent to live with their CCP slaves. Whose children are we talking about there? Sassafras. Jason, best time to prune depends on what your goal is. If you want to promote new growth, prune in the fall, winter. To inhibit growth, prune in the spring, summer. I got some trees I need to prune the tops out of, some pears, and maybe some apples and a few things. What do you recommend, Jason? I was thinking this probably when they love us so much, and you're right. You must watch Rex. He says that all the time. I've said it a few times, but I got it from him. I got to give Rex credit where it's due. What do you think about field cultivating? Well, if you're gardening with tractors, I guess it's what you need to do. But it's you lose a lot of topsoil that way. I need goldenrod bad. Greg, I love your wild. Dad taught me all about medicine in the woods. Taught me. Yeah, we should said it earlier. I might have found some seeds. I think my goldenrod's finally dissipated out. I had plenty of it. There's lots of it on the roadsides around here. Lots of goldenrod. It was a state flower for Alabama. It's a state flower for Maryland and a couple other states too. But Alabama switched to the camellia. They need Greg on the Rogan podcast. Well, guys, here's one way y'all could help me. Y'all could mention to other YouTubers to bring me on their channel. If you start asking for me and ask enough, they might reach out to me. When it's in the comments. When the comments are scrolling, just say, hey, get Greg Allison on their channel. Get Greg Allison on their channel. Get Green Gregs. Just say, get Green Gregs. If y'all do that, that would probably help me out. And Brandy says, I love your channel too. Well, thank you, Brandy. And I'd share this channel, but my friends and family would think I've gone native. Uh-oh. That's funny. Yeah, all right, so we got La Tourist Viva. La Tourist Viva says, hello, Greg and Remy. So, how you doing, La Tourist? Earth moved, echo nature. Oh, Earth loved, echo nature. Excuse me, I read too fast sometimes. Cindy Lou, hi Greg. How do you deal with a grudge holder? Wow, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. How do you deal with a grudge holder? You know, holding a grudge is really bad for you. People that hold grudges are a lot more likely autoimmune diseases and cancer. You know, you're eating yourself up by holding that in. Uh, wow, that's a deep one. That's a deep one. I know I've thought about it and talked about it sometime past, but just off the cuff, how do you deal with a grudge holder? Come on, guys, throw in some comments here. Help me out with that one. Let's help her out a little bit with that. How do we deal with a grudge holder? Says Cindy Lou. She's obviously having a. You're a lone wolf, Sally Man Cox. I thought you had a partner, Sally Man Cox. I thought you had a partner. Is that not true anymore? Did I miss it when that ceased to be and I missed it? I don't have a wrench, though. So hard to send link to channel unless I have that. Okay, Brandon, what do you want to do here? You want to put a link to another channel in here? Who is it? What is it? And you want a wrench? Brianna, all right, Morana says, I'd love to talk to you again, saying I respect your intelligence. Well, thank you. Yeah, I know you. You know what I'm going to do? Brianne Morana has been here. I know her. Good lady. Good folk. Well, they didn't let me do it. I'm trying to give you a wrench. Wow. Normally I could select the site and do something. Well, hey, things just aren't working right here. What's going on? I'm tapping her thing like crazy. Just not happening. Okay, I can't give anybody a wrench. Don't look like tonight. Oh, wait, here we go. Boom. You are a moderator now. So I know you. Brandy, talk to me. What do you want to do? How about doing some super chats? Host are making a bundle off those super chats. Hey, you can give me a super chat right now. We got that. That's set up on this channel. If you want to give me a super chat, you can do it. I appreciate it. That's one of the advantages of doing these live sessions. You can do that. I've got to work more to get my computer to do it from my main computer. I've had all kind of problems. Facebook booted you. Uh-oh. I've had all kinds of problems. Wow, how they boot you, Jason? You're such a mild-mannered guy. Seeing you get booted it kind of blows my mind. Uh, Free speech and open ears. That's all. I love being here. There you go. Thank you, Intercess Press. With Biden office, do you suppose we're heading toward another war? Well, Biden's very anti-Russia. Hillary was even more so. So much so that she threatened to put no-fly zones over Syria and threatened to shoot down Russian MiGs if they flew in them. She actually said that on a TV talk show. And I thought, wow, this one is bad. You know what? Crazy. That blew my mind that she said that. It's like, wow, you were trying to incite World War III. Wow, we're going to be at war like instantly if you become president. She scared me. When she said that, it was like, wow, that's nuts. Putin ain't going to allow that. And in fact, Putin said that if Hillary got elected, he was going to do a first strike on the United States. He said he was going to attack us if she got elected. He said that after the election. He said, he didn't put that out there during the election. He said he was planning first strike. I don't know if he meant that or he just might have been blowing steam. Holy, well, that's a big thing to say. That's huge. That is huge. Now, so you feel that way about Biden? I hope not. But Biden is in. He and Hunter were into Ukraine very heavily, and that causes a lot of consternation with Russia too. So, whereas I think we should make peace with Russia because Russia could be our what would help us against China because Russia's ultimately got more to fear from China than do from us because China will take them eventually, and they know it. Russia would probably love to make peace with us, and if we'd give them a chance, but no, we push them away. So we push them into China's corner. So now they figure they got to deal with us, and then they'll deal with each other after the fact. But Russia dealing with China by themselves, they may have their nukes, but over time, well, I don't know if that's true anymore or not. Yeah, over time, Russia will not be able to stand up to China. China will take them. So, and Russia knows it. So their days are numbered. If something happens to us, their days are numbered, and they know it. But right now, we're posturing as their bigger, most immediate enemy, so they have to deal with that, and they shouldn't have to. I'm not saying Putin's good; he's not. But compared to the threat from China, I think Russia's nothing. But they're not a nothing. I mean, they've got the Tsar-Bomba, they've got that Satan II missile system, they've got hypersonic weapons. Russia's a very formidable superpower. We would not do well in a war with them. We might technically win, maybe, possibly, but it would. We may not. Either way, we still lose. You don't. A war like that is not a war that you really win. Except from maybe the minds of the game players. Maybe they win, but not we the people. That would be a very, very, very awful situation. We should do everything we can to avoid these international wars and the uh, internal wars. Civil wars are not civil. That's the worst name for them in the world. But we got a lot of young people that are just thinking, yeah, we need to overthrow everything. They have no concept for what they're trying to wish upon us. They think they do, but it is horrendous. And what comes on the other side isn't what you think or expect or what you want. It's a very, very, very ugly thing. I was a Civil War buff growing up, very interested in that time. It's a very fascinating era in our history, but it's not where we want to go in the future. I do not advocate warfare. I do advocate peace through strength. When you have an adversary that's rattling a saber and somebody that might come jump down your throat, I believe that you got to have the ability to defend yourselves. I believe we have to build the ability to do that within our homes and our persons. But it's a sad thing that you have to have that. We should strive for the day that none of that's required. That would be a far better day. But as long as there's nation states, as long as if somebody could take over and ascend to power in a dictatorial fashion, how do you get out? And some people, the solution to that's a one world government. That's worse. Then you got nowhere to escape to, because that will become a tyranny. Lord, guys, if we just all have our little groups and tribes and individuals, and all living as universal habitats where you can produce everything you need almost right there where you're at, and I believe we can get rid of a lot of the tensions that lead to warfare, except for the religious tensions. That's going to require more work. But fighting over material things, wow. Even a lot of the ideologies, a lot of them are driven by material pursuits, equalizing material statuses and things like that. That's sad, very sad, very sad. We got to find a way around. But talking about would it lead to another war? It could, but I don't know. He might cozy up to them to be friendly for a while, but they're going to keep expanding and expanding, and they may do so aggressively for a bit. And then when the world starts, what are you doing? What are you doing? They might just back off, calm down for a little bit, then they'll grow in another lurch. So I could see them lurch out, tick everybody off. Oh, okay. And then they'll be quiet and smile, still holding what they got. And once they get everybody relaxed, they'll do it again. And just repeated successions of that. Sooner or later, they got everything. All business owners over slave labor. You know what, Sassafras? You are right. And we trade and buy stuff in these companies that are employing slave labor overseas. That's pretty sad. Got to go back ASAP. Got to go be back ASAP. Okay, Brandy. Adams Patch account disable. Oh, no explanation. What were you posting, Jason? What got him on to you there, bud? We now have elite claiming that free speech is a threat to democracy. Oh, God, yeah, you're right. Wow. Wow. You know, it's a sad day. The thing I find hardest about talking to other people is as soon as I start speaking, their lips start moving. We as a society need to learn the lesson. Okay, they can't handle truth or debate or discussion. Bingo, not secure in what they think. That's why. Because their thoughts can't hold up in the free market of ideas. That's why. If your thoughts can't hold up in the free market of ideas, your thoughts are garbage. And they're trying to push the garbage on us. That's what's going on. Don't need one, neither do. Okay. They don't need one, neither do those that be. Yeah, I don't quite want. Let's see, April. Why is it the world getting together and capping Fukushima? That's a good one. There's something wrong there. You know, they can't even send a robot into it that's so radioactive that wears out the robots. But the Russians were flying over uh, Chernobyl and dumping concrete from helicopters, but the pilots would die. They self-sacrificed that. We need something like that going on with Fukushima. I don't know what it is, but something like that. They're about to dump a lot of radioactive water in the ocean. Not good. I listen to Glenn Beck, Limbaugh all day, and then Hannity makes makes my What's wrong with being a left alone conservative? Good question. You know, Sean Hannity uh, married a woman from Huntsville here. He used to be in Athens, a town next door. I think he actually lived in Huntsville. There was a radio network called a channel called WVNN, and that's where he broadcast from for years before he got picked up nationally. All the time. I kind of got into it. I was a daily caller into Hannity for a long time, and well, we got into it toward the end. I kind of got crosswise to him. But he's learned a lot. He's actually turned around with some things because he was not buying the deep state story for a while, but he does now. He does now. He sees it. I had a beautiful peach tree loaded with peaches, and the branch snapped. Too many for one. Yeah, they will. Hey, my body armor is being shipped as of today. Good idea. That stuff's expensive to get really good body armor. I've got some, but holy smoke! You know what? I'm heat intolerant to. It's hard for me to wear that stuff. Bailey, let's see what we got. Bayleaf, I am is here. Good to see you. It's time to get our collective hearts together and emit positive energy and love. Hey, I had a prayer session a few nights ago. I usually take those things off because, boy, I really lose subscribers when I do these prayer sessions. Man, I lose a lot of them. And maybe that's why I'm losing so many now. But I started losing them like October in the 20-somethings when they really started dropping off, and it's just been dropping every day since. Jeez. Barter and trade, brilliant idea. No kidding. That's right here. And that right there, threatening or slaving for a civil dispute is a huge issue and manifests death. No sane person will want a civil dispute. It will rain on everyone's house. Yeah. Can we start the unpeaceful protest? Yeah, some of those peaceful protests were anything but, right? Lightning hit a tree. Wow. March. That's what I like to call a good problem. You can always pick the surplus fruit. There you go. Yeah, I manifest peace. No war. Light, not dark. There you go. We don't come from monkeys theory. Oh, I've been planning to throw up a little video because they figured out how to put a human gene in the monkey brain, And they grew a monkey brain embryo, and it grew a lot bigger than that species brain normally grows. They figure out what genes make your brains get really big. So it's like Planet of the Apes. I'm gonna do a Planet of the Apes video just as a fun tongue-in-cheek video. That's really off topic for my channel, so it might really just like devastate me. It's kind of it's like really they put a human gene in a monkey brain, and that monkey brain as an embryo was like way bigger than what was typical. And they show an image of that monkey, that species monkey's brain at that point of development, and they show the other one. And it's far more human-like, including having the folds like we got in our brain. So it's like really weird, really weird. So here we come, Planet of the Apes, guys. You know, it's kind of like we're living in a science. We're living in a very bad grade B science fiction movie, but it's like every grade B science fiction movie rolled into one, and that's our reality. It's like really weird, really weird. Oh wow, that's really draining the screen out that way. Doing gardening upgrades to chickens and getting a dozen eggs a day. Wow, that's nice. Try to eat at least 6 a day. Wow, odds March, that's awesome. Craig was laughing. Ha ha, idiots. What are you laughing at, Craig? Which idiots are you laughing at? All right, so we don't come from monkeys. Oh, okay, that. And La Tourist Viva says, good Lord. Let's says, Cassandra. The missus just got home. Oh, the missus just got home. All right, all right, we got to take care of business there, Jason. Keep the missus happy. Whose defense, yours or mine? Self-defense depends on who you are defending. Well, your own self. Same sweeps. Let's see. If someone's trying to enslave you, it's a human right to fight off the yoke of slavery. There you go. Later, Tater. Stay peeled, says Adam Fetch. Keep your eyes peeled. That's a good one. Later, Tater. Stay peeled. I like that. All right, Regina says, do what a lot of hosts do to get hid by YouTube. They caboodle is where you run pictures or music, sometimes videos. They run it when they're not actually on this. To keep okay. What are you saying there? Are you saying I should have another channel just to put my more interesting videos on? Not really sure. Caboodling. Caboodling is where you run pictures or music, sometimes videos. They run it when they're not actually on. Oh, so they just run stuff, just anything. But then if people don't know what you got going on, they might not like that. You know, the subs might go, "What is this junk? How do I tell when he's putting out good stuff?" Oh, it's junk playing. You know, sometimes I do videos I know would not be as popular, but it's stuff of interest. You know, like some coffee. I got more caffeine left in here. Well, heck yeah, I hadn't drunk my coffee. I'll take my sleep lying down, folks. Taking a cup. That cold coffee. Ah, I got something else that does go better cold. We've been going for 2 hours and a quarter. I didn't mean to go late tonight, guys. There's some tea here. Far better cold. So I started this at 10. It's got to be midnight now. Holy smoke, after midnight. My time. I told somebody else I was going to be available at 11, and I'm not. Channel through the system. Guys, we need to make some extra YT accounts and multiple times. Sub multiple times. There you go. Craig, we knew how to make fire because we don't evolve from monkeys. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Me, myself, and mine defense. There you go. Cut the cable. Yeah, I'm not watching TV, guys. The goats ate my hat this week. Super bummed. Uh-oh. That hat I've seen you in the pictures, a little straw hat. Well, that look like it. That look like hay. Well, if it's just got a few nibbles in it, that's value added there, Cassandra. All right. We should be going against the whole system. Every system is there to control and to slave all humans. That's the truth. Is anyone interested in discussing bug out locations or how to support each other and communicate when it? Yeah, I plan to do that with my tribes network, but I should probably do a bug out video um, about locations. I had a real good laugh. What was that channel's name? Um, Prepared Mind. Yeah, that channel. That guy, John. He did a video several years ago about bugging out. He drew a map and had Canada. He says, Canada's for cannibals. Don't go to Canada. Canada, they'll eat you up there. I was laughing. I thought that was so funny. He can be funny. He gets little snippets of brilliance at times. But that was just humorous to me. What's his name? Cozen. He'd written a whole book on this, but I got a little different take on it. There's some things that really catch my interest because I look at the nuclear plants and I think about some things. But sometimes, I'm investing where I'm at. And the more I invest here, the more I think I'm just going to dig in. I have a bug. So I have a bug in catch. Bug in deep. There you go. Oh, somebody asked what kind of goats you had. Your answer is they had eaten kind. That's funny. That's funny. Hat eaters. What goats you got? Hat eaters. That's all of them, says Adam's Patch. A goat's a goat. What was that song about a goat eating the ivy? I'd eat the ivy too, wouldn't you? Remember that? What was the words of that song? At one time, I was addicted to cable. I found out the truth about television. Yeah, there you go. Good. Yeah, I ain't nothing on TV I want to see anymore. I like Wild Elbows videos the best. I would even consult you on Facebook when I need help. Oh, well, good. Oh, Susan, I appreciate that. I should have a few of you on as guests. Susan, you might be a good guest. Well, actually, I have had you on because when you gave me this bottle, we did a live one, didn't we, together? Was that live? Yeah, we were live. I went live with you when you gave me that bottle. That was a lot of fun. Lizelle, I think it would be bug out locations. Okay, okay. All right, I'll do a bug out location video. That's one. I also want to do a video uh, about cans. Just regular canned food and how to tell if it's still good. Just regular canned food lasts a long time. What would y'all rather see first? Y'all tell me. All right, this is your chance to vote. Should I do a bug out location video? I talk about the United States and maybe a map. My Google Earth thing crashed on me. I don't know if I'll have to reinstall it or what. I used to like to draw on that, but it's got a real issue. I can put other maps. And Zoom has features you can draw with, so that might be a good for me to do. Not as a live video, but as a video using Zoom. Unless I figure out how to do the Zoom and YouTube together on my system. I've been having problems with that. I think it could be a good topic. Had buffering here too. That was a good idea. Bay leaf, I think everyone needs to buy heirloom seeds and prep like your lives depend on it. Amen, Bay leaf. I am. That's what I talked about with True Leaf marketing. I need to do another video just for True Leaf, don't I? Ideas. I have been overloaded. I've seen overloaded branches. Yeah, okay, propped up. Yep, the fruit was ripe. Yep. So a lot of people do that. You can do the lower branches. Tie up the higher branches, maybe. I have 30 years of preps not recorded. I have like 30 years of preps not recorded. So, William, maybe you'd make a good guest on here, a prep guest. It's good to have many, many skills. That's true. Greg, right now, the video that I have that is getting the most views is the one creating a source of K03. Okay. A lot of folks are upset that I'm not telling them how to make black powder. Yeah, I've been asked to do a video on that. You know, one of my favorite channels is Cody's Lab. Have y'all seen Cody's Lab? He goes into a lot of stuff like that. He even shows how to make thermite. Surprised he isn't banned. Yeah, Regina Klein. How you doing, Regina? What's up with all the reports of the planet going around Earth? Of a planet going around the Earth. That's bunk. I did a video back in August because, well, actually, another channel I actually liked kind of got, I think he got it pulled over on him. He was told by some people supposed to have been Pentagon experts that Nibiru was coming around and it was dragging in a bunch of comets and asteroids with it, and they told him there was no way anybody on Earth would be able to deny this in the month of September. On the month of August, I put up a video that said Nibiru comes not this way. I said, it's not going to happen. You're not going to see it. Say, I went out. What? Somebody thought I was going on a limb, but I knew better. But no, that ain't happening. And guess what? Now it's mid-November, and I could say with all safety and confidence that as of last September, it is deniable. And his videos claiming it would happen got a lot more views than mine saying, nah, didn't going to happen. But I was right. He wasn't. He's got a good channel. Otherwise, he's a good guy. He means well. I think he got played by somebody. You know, there's people out there who will take advantage of you in our genre and try to make you look bad. Maybe they did that to him. That's too sad. He's a good guy, though. You're a rocket star, GG, says Alan Spatch. Well, thank you, my friend. Ron, the Mayflower and Plymouth Rock are already being dissed. Yeah, that's so sad. Rocket Man. There you go. Sounds like when we built our cabin, we pulled logs of the 76 International Scout. So you heard me talking about when I was pulling with my tractor, my little Kubota. Y'all see my little tractor? Man, it's one of that dang thing hadn't been busted all to pieces. The way I used to just throw that thing, bam! Just it would come to a sudden stop. It'd be like a darn wreck. You'd either pull that log loose or you were having a wreck almost. Whew. Yeah, I got some bruises from that. I did some pulling like that recently too, trying to get a bus unstuck. Like an old time. Yeah, I got some bruises on my stomach where I hit the daggum swimming steering wheel. Get off, Swivelheads. God, all Swivelhead News has my vote. Okay, Swivelhead News. You're not doing anything wrong. Well, thank you. Thank you, Blue Bottle. If you find your car key, well, if you find your car keys in your fridge, you're there. Kentucky's and West Virginia's economy depend on coal and tobacco. They do. Hell, Greg, I love you. Don't change. Wednesdays wouldn't be the same. Okay, well, thank you. All right, Wise Owl. We all know a little, and Greg knows a lot. Well, I know some things. That's why we're all here. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Kim Jong Un's garden and worm farm. That's funny. That's funny, Nene. Too much freedom is bad, they say. Nah, that's their problem. Yeah, it's bad for them because they want to control you. Their whole game is control. And yeah, that's why they don't like it. Freedom of speech might hurt your feelings, so it shouldn't be abolished. Well, that just means you're a snowflake and you need to be hardened off. What I say earlier about hardening the handling. Suck it up, Buttercup. That kind of stuff, right? YouTube messes with the numbers. Sometimes the subs are still there, but you don't see them, and sometimes they use unsubscribe people. You just be doing something right. Okay, Ella. Interesting. Karen Burnfin says, you're great, so they mess with your numbers. We appreciate you and your channel. Well, thank you. Confucius say, man who has on ground has a piece of earth. There you go. That's right. Thank you, Angela. Ryan, I want to learn if there was cheating in this election. Time can't go fast enough. Yeah, it's looking highly suspicious. I was thinking about doing some video in that area, maybe. And they get stuck in the mucky yuck. Okay. Wear none of thine own chains, but keep free whilst thou art free. William Penn. Some fruits of solitude. Yeah, there's a good name. William Penn was an interesting guy. Suspense, suspense, suspense. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. China is truly unstable in so many ways. Correct. Yeah, that's why I'm really thinking that the right pressure and the right prayers and getting information out, maybe the people of that country can be inspired. Somebody can figure out how to get word into them. Yeah, maybe 12-12. Oh, China and Russia, China and Russia, the new Nazis in Japan of our decade. No kidding. Anybody know anything about plum trees? Mine are 9 years now. Should I drag them back to some store that offers refunds? Oh, they're not making anything after 9 years? Hmm. Japan is our ally at the moment. Yeah, Japan and Germany. Isn't that funny? After whooping them and remade them. Japan is probably a better ally than Germany, though, I'd say. No, I just think most young people are not into gardening, at least not yet. You're right, Regina. And that's the sad thing. We got to get them back to basics. Had a flush of cherries and plums this year. Vicky rocks, says Blue Ball. Yes, she does, and so do you. Great Britain is still doing awful things, but now it does them surreptitiously. Garden in the front yard. Yes, yes, Adam's Patch. Amen to that. I do too. Oh, yes, I forgot. Thanks for the prayers. They made it fine. Okay, good. Good. Haven't seen the R farm for weeks and weeks. The R farm. The R farm? We need some humor. Well, I try to find a few things to laugh about as we go along here. Yeah, the return is unbearable. You're right, Jason. That's why we need to laugh. It's good for us. Laughter is the best medicine, they say. And you know what? There's been a time or two laughter probably saved me from getting a knife in me, especially when I was in the army. Yeah, there was a time that the guy was about to jump me, and he called me every name in the book. I mean, he was about to jump me. He was mad at me. He called me he was a black guy. He called me every racial epithet. Of course, I was hanging around with a bunch of Indians at the moment. And I had never heard such a conflagration of names all whopped together at one time. And of course, I had a few beer, but this guy was about to jump me, and what he said just struck my funny bone, and I just busted out laughing. And he was just talking, and he looked at me, and I was laughing. He looked at me, like, huh? And then he thought about me, and he busted out laughing. We sat down and had a beer together. Hey, laughter is amazing. Might be your best weapon. This alternative is unbearable. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And patch. I removed my lawn and my front yard. It's a farm now. There you go. 225 pounds of sweet taters. Awesome. Awesome. We could feed 2 billion people off of American lawns. 2 billion people. They tell us we have too many people. They're crazy. When the people find that they can vote themselves money, that will hurl the end of the republic. Benjamin Franklin. Yeah, but see, he basically was restating what some of the ancient Greeks knew too. That's right. That's true. Well, guys, it's getting late here, and I got a couple other things to do. Fish heads, yummy, yummy fish heads. I sound like fish heads earlier. Wow, how funny. So I have hope again for next year. Wow, how far behind am I on messages? That message is left at 11:16. Oh my God, I'm an hour behind on messages. I'll never get caught up. I'm trying to catch messages up here, and I'm so far behind. I'm just realizing that a long time ago I talked about fish heads, and okay. Mr. Greg, if it's not you, if you don't put the left, Mr. Greg, it's not you. If you don't put the leftist view YouTube and all anti-social media are trying to get rid of you, you're both guessing. That's Greg, it's not you. If you don't push the leftist view YouTube and all, yeah, they're saying, yeah, you got to be a leftist. Yeah, I guess that's it. Everybody from Gaston. Hey, I spent a lot of time in Gaston when I was a kid. My mother used to like to go there. I grew up on Sand Mountain, and we had family in the area, a lot of family. My great grandmother, my grandmother, a lot of my family was down that area. My mother was born on Lookout Mountain in Etowah County. I was hoping, all right, you know what? We don't have the COVID. Randy had a fever for a week. Uh-oh. All right, everybody, we're going to pray for Susan and Randy. We need a work program now for. You know what? I got to start moving these, scrolling some stuff here. I'm like an hour behind on these messages. I'm an hour behind, guys. Holy smoke! So I'm gonna scroll through these pretty fast. I'm gonna look for stuff that stands out. I gotta start moving these. I'm literally an hour behind. Wall E. That's it. Wall E. Wow, I am behind. Wow. Holy smoke! I got way behind. You guys are talking to me. Oh, I got 165 likes. Thank you, guys. That's almost like that's a pretty high number for us tonight. 165 likes. Thank y'all. You put terrible buffering. Yeah, it ain't gonna help. Not unless I'm jacked straight into the cable. This is my phone. Yeah. I got to work to try to do these live from my phone, but I've tried it several times, and it's just been a kludge job, and people get angry when you go live and things aren't working, and so it's a risk. I got to work that some more though. If you feel like a frog, croak, and croak loud. I'll have to really be fake task it. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I did make a tutorial. Odds in Asia, fish heads, delicacy. Wow, I am so far behind here. Good night, all. Been a great show, Greg, says Doug. It's a UFO. They put on the wine season. Okay, cool. I gotta scroll this stuff. I just want to read every video, everything on here. But my guys, I didn't want to go more than an hour. We're 2.5 hours, and I'm only halfway through the video comments. Grego, share your videos on my Facebook. Well, thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. That really helps. If everybody do that, it'll really help me out. I agree with those blue bottles. Very creative. Yeah, yeah. They're cool. They're cool, Brian. You're right. Michael Sherman Garnet has a channel. Well, yeah, it just sounds like a channel name. That's cool. Search drums call. Everybody check him out. Battle Hymn of the Republic isn't bad. I consider myself a modern day abolitionist. Squall, says Adams Patch. I can squall. I can squall or squall. Barnes and Barnes fish heads. Dealing banjo. Making lunch rocket step by step. Now, that'd be more from my other channel. I've got a lot of rocket video. I got a whole bunch of VHS tapes. They're probably rotten now. I need to get them converted to digital before they totally rot out. When we're doing the hybrid rocket development. Beano, turmeric, ginger, and lemon shots. Turmeric, ginger, and lemon shots every morning. Wow. Right. Turmeric is a primary source for curcumin, currently being intensely researched for medicinal uses. No kidding. Buffy's a vampire. Well, she's a vampire hunter. Did she become a vampire? One nation under Bezos with drone delivery for all. An AI for all. Yikes. Oh, well, you know what? I actually thought it might be good to do a comedy channel, and do it as a parody for against all the mainstream stuff. Make fun of them. Make fun of the left for a change. All they do is make fun of the right. So let's turn it around. I bet it'd be a big hit if you can find a network to keep you up. They'll ban you everywhere you go, though. As long as Jeff can't use the police powers of government to violently force anyone to purchase his products or services, I don't mind him doing what he wants to do on his own business. Jeff. We're talking about Jeffrey Daugherty? We're talking about. Doesn't mean I want to queue up to be his customer, though. We're talking about Jeffrey Daugherty. Who are we talking about? Meow. Says Kermit. Oh, jabs and shot. Oh. Ginger's great at preventing barfing. That's what goes in some training. Jeff. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Daugherty? Okay, I ask questions and I'm an hour behind on reading them. Too bad for me, right? I like the magnetic submarine. Gaslighting events. Oh. We all want to fish out of a magnetic submarine. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see, there's only one boss in my business, one customer, CEO. Sam Walton said that. Oh, Doubles. Thank you. Wow, I'm so far behind. I'm not even seeing all the donations coming in. Thank you, MMW. Or MN Double. MM Double. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Jason, yes, Wally World from my home away from home. That was Wall-E. That was one I was trying to think of. Market insurance. Wash my hands in weeks. I have to be a super spreader. Uh-oh. Swivelhead News. Hi from Canada. Melinda Biddle. Thank you. Swivelhead News. Jason says, don't think my channel's broke. Not broke. Move to Rumble. What's on Rumble? We play board games still. Cool. It ain't broke. YouTube is. My recommendation has become boring. YouTube was fun about 5 years ago. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. I got a lot of people now tell me, just look at my video from when I was at the farmer's market. One of the guys said, yeah, I used to watch YouTube. I don't anymore. So I might watch it for, DIY videos, how to fix something. See, that's the problem. See, these platforms are committing suicide. Do you have M-Sheep? Oh, heck no. Angela, heck no. No. You need to watch it. I've talked about, that no. I don't have it. Don't want it. Snake oil. How's the homestead? Anything I can do to help? Says Alley Cat. Don't pay attention to the remarks. Your boss for a reason. They're jealous. Alley Cat. Where you at, Alley Cat? Where you located? My daughter had a friend who's still in town who goes by Alley Cat. Are you her? Are you Willie Nelson's son? No. I got videos of my dad on here, by the way. He just passed away this March. He was 3 weeks shy of being 99-year-old. He mowed his own yard that spring. Yeah, he drove, cooked, cleaned, right up to the end. They're seriously locking us down soon. I mean, curfew, gas. Oh, wow. I gave up on using the finger to text. And what I noticed, every time I talk, my speech to text changes. The words are sorry about that. You are safe as kittens. That's like Robert E. Lee. Well, thank you, Ace. Mad Dog. Mad Dog Mean. There you go. Mad Dog Mean. That's what he said. Conspiracy is not necessarily untrue. People conspire sometimes. Yeah, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I am a conspiracy practitioner. People conspire all the time, yeah, and I've been involved in some good ones myself. Thank you. This whole idea, I might conspire stuff. Heck, they don't. That's how business is done, buddy. Especially in the big nonprofit organizations. And yeah, I've been quite involved in that for years. That's why I can tell you I am a conspiracy practitioner. I did some of that there. Big G, thank you. They're awesome content from ministering to my heart. Oh, as well as my mind. Keep your head up, Greg, says Antonio. Well, thank you. The original excuse for lockdown was to flatten the curve and give the medical care time to gear up. That was accomplished months ago. What they need now is to develop herd immunity. I mean, everybody should get out and mingle, don't it? What a mess. Where can you buy cheddar and white cheddar powder in bulk? Uh, yeah, look, go to my Patreon and see if they've got that in their number 10 cans. I don't remember. They got a bunch of interesting stuff there. Acorn flour. That would be a good one. Yeah, I can do that. Let's see. I need more caffeine. Bulrush is eatable at the top and bottom and middle. Angela, I have one. All right, I'm going to have to really get this moving here. I'm still behind. Jeez, how far behind am I? I caught to 11:44. Oh my God, we're almost 3 hours in here. What time is it even? See, my clock is like, it's 1 o'clock. I'm still an hour behind trying to catch up these videos. Wow, we've been longer than ever on here. We're almost 3 hours. Sunchokes, that's good. Root vegetables. I grow birches. I'm going to just have to scroll through here. I always try to read everything, but you know what? I've finally reached the point I can't keep up. And that's a good thing. William, I seek approval from my Lord. Heck yeah. Acorns are poisonous. You got to rinse them 3 times. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You got to process them because there's too much junk in them, too much tannin, and mash them down and make flour. That's right, but you can. Like I said, the Confederate troops survived off of it. Do you think they will mandate? Yeah, they may. They may. Bob, I don't want to say the word. Let me see. Do I think they will mandate us to take something that goes in one of these? Yeah, see, the algorithms don't catch that stuff. Acorn hulls are only good for tan and leather. Yeah. Could you try picking a topic or two and posting that title in the subject line? Spread 30 minutes or just these 1 or 2 topics and have a stay after event for your more laid back, come open forum. My problem is just having time to post anything. I really struggle to get anything posted, to be honest, on mushroom. Now, I don't know enough about mushrooms. That's not my area. Worst come to worst, frogs. I have actually grown mushrooms, tame mushrooms. I've done that. It's just I'm not versed enough in wild mushrooms to cover that right now. Maybe one day I'll get there. I'm not going to cover something with you guys that I don't know. Potatoes, ginger, turmeric, garlic. Yeah, there you go. Love gardening. Been gardening 40 years. All right, Jeanette, that's awesome. Yeah, I think you're on to it there. Wild ginseng, keep you running from the law. Jason, amazing pepper's great. Yeah, all right. I gotta get this scrolling. My gosh, beans and rice keep you alive. That's right. Cup ginseng root apply to wound. Do that with plantain too, my friends. Don't run from anything. I am a Gulf War veteran. There you go, Alley Cat. Comfy for once. All right, Gulf War veteran. I always listen to you. The topics you choose, Greg. You are a wealth of information, so you could teach us any of those you decide. Well, thank you there to Wanda. Keep running and I hurt my enemies. I keep running and I hurt my enemies. Interesting. Blast away via beam-powered rocket man. Actually, I did it. I was involved in laser propulsion SBR once. We had some innovative way to deal with that. Well, guys, it's getting late. Walk a second in my boots, then be the source of creation and waste your time judging the good, kind work and efforts. Alicat, you sound like a tough lady there. Well, I assume you're a lady. I may be wrong. You're a veteran. Beans and rice. Oh, yeah, Alicat can be man or woman. Sorry about that. I just had one of your female who used Alicat as her nickname. All right, come on. Focus, focus. There we go. Says, and fetch. Only 6 people are go to jail. Now, see, that is nuts. I think that's definitely. How can they claim that's got any constitutional validity to it? No, and that is a violation of the Ninth Amendment. Good grief! I got my teeth knocked out twice because I didn't understand things, but I got right back up. Okay, you're definitely a guy. Sorry about that. If you remove it and then make sure you have some kind of antibiotics. Any of you checked out my Galactic Greg's channel? Not a doctor. I have seeds. Goldenrod. All right. Hey, William's got seeds for goldenrod. Who was that asking her about them earlier? I got seeds. I think stalk's still up. No pedestals. Please see a dentist, April. Uh-oh. What's April's from? Should I go rip it out with a pair of pliers? Uh-oh. Yeah, go see a dentist there, April. No kidding. Jason, best guy to watch for printing tips I found is Stephen Slavkoviak, Miracle Farms. Canada. Really great orchardist. There you go. Connie, how you doing, my friend? I'm like an hour late here trying to read these video comments. I'm way behind. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to scroll faster. Pine tar. That it. Clove will heal around the tooth. Yeah, okay. With grudge holders, with anyone adversarial, really, it's old chess strategy. You play your game. Don't let them draw you into theirs. Yeah, that's a good one right there, Jason. That's a good one. I know I'm way behind when I mean this stuff now because I talked about that a long time ago. Make sure if it's right if you did anything. Make sure you make it right if you did anything wrong. Forgive and let your deeds and actions speak for themselves. Amen. Never dwell on the negatives. Jason, you're about right. Stephen, I follow him too. Okay, bad tooth. All right, I gotta get this moving, guys. She is scary. Who's scary? Scissor Q, who's scary? Remember, super chats give YouTube 30%. Greg, set up a PayPal so you can get more funds. I've got a PayPal for my business, and it's all set up really just to take worm orders. If y'all want to donate to me directly via PayPal, you can send it to greg@greengregs.com via PayPal. That's my PayPal email address, greg@greengregs.com. Hillary was going to start war for rest, but had virus for Trump because he would start a war. Can't trust anything that Clinton says. All right, Brian, you're on that, buddy. A spade. It takes guts to pull your own tooth. Yeah, no kidding. M. King, howdy, Greg. Didn't get an update, so I have to rewatch this afterwards. Oh, you didn't get a notice. I'm hearing it from so many people. a string and doorknob. Biden is, yeah, maybe he is the Antichrist. A good friend, of course. We thought a few others were too, didn't we? Yeah, toothaches. Yeah, if you can't get a dentist, do that. Forgiveness is God's job. Oregano wouldn't that be too? Well, oregano will kill germs. Retroactive abortion. Well, they're now talking about old people. Who was it that said that some Biden's team said that people shouldn't be around after they're 75? Of course, now Biden's 77. You want that guy in the administration if you're 77? Three Gorges said, Three Gorges has cracks, deformations, and peril of collapsing. Wow, I've been hearing that. If it does, that'll be a really bad day over there. $2020 divided by 666 equals 3.0330. String on my doorknob and around my tooth. My sister swung the door and I fly like rocket tooth with me, attached to the wall. Oh, pulled you. Well, you're supposed to stay in the same spot. There, you. 200 million people in the downstream area. Yeah, the way I heard the Yangtze River Dam was like, that whole valley's got like just a third of the people in China was just like 400 million. Maybe they're not actually within the floodplain. Red October is in nuclear word. And so watch. Okay, I'm like, dang, it's not an old Dan Tucker. I've been lost for years. Dang, it's not old Dan Tucker. I've been lost for years, says Adam. Old Dan Tucker was a fine old man, washed his face in a frying pan, combed his head with a wagon wheel, died of a toothache in his heel. Yeah, toothache. There we go. Get out of the way, old Dan Tucker. Get out of the way, old Dan Tucker. Get out of the way, old Dan Tucker. You're too late to get your supper. You're the man, Greg. I've gotten several at work to follow you. Oh, well, thank you, North Alabama Hiking. Well, thank you, North Alabama Hiking. Hey, you've been on here before. Where are you located again? I know I've asked you before. $4.99. Well, thank you, Valerie. I appreciate it. That's beautiful. I've been lost for years. Find yourself. Stop looking for you and see. I've been lost for years. Find yourself. Stop looking for you and see. Says, and Valerie says, keep it up. Got the little dancing guy. Keep it up. And I'm still way behind, guys. I got coconut oil. All right. Ricky gives Valerie a love for that. Armageddon. Do we need an Armageddon song? Armageddon was a bad old war. Y'all see me in that thumbnail picture where I'm standing next to that sign that says Armageddon? Actually, I look kind of cute in that picture. I clean that wound. No kidding. No kidding. Ace spades. Now, it's my 52nd birthday. All right, William. Happy birthday, dude. Thanks for being here. I guess you're already gone. I've been gone an hour. I'm so far behind here. Professor Anthrax. Well, thank you. With a little unicorn pony. $1.49 the unicorn pony. Well, thank you, Professor Anthrax. Brian's gone. Well, thank you. William, you forgive, and you forgive for your own sake. Yeah, that's right. If you hold grudges, it's going to eat you, guys. No fear, and Fat Lady hasn't sang yet. The intention of the violence against another human being is always immoral, always wrong. This is why Jefferson referred to governments as evil and why we need to make them unnecessary. Yes, sir, Jason, I agree with that. Governments, just to have governments is terrible. If there's a big government in the world wanting to conquer the world, then how do you deal with it though? Unless you can get their own people to unsubscribe and quit supporting it. We got to get everybody in the world to the point that none of us need this. None of us want it. I would say if we all live in the habitats like I got in mind, nobody would put up with that stuff. You know, why deal with it? Why put up with it? You know, they're running a scam on us. The whole idea, a lot of people think we got to have that. They're scammed. They're deluded. And a lot of these kids have been sold into it because the system has indoctrinated them to think that we need government and big government and authoritarian government. Authoritarian government is the best government. That's what they're thinking now. That's just insanity. They want people with no critical thinking skills. That's right, Ricky. That's what we're talking about here. I don't want to. I won't go down easy. 5 foot and a butt in. Now that's deep, says William Markle. I like Tucker, says Jeanette Davis. Oh, then there was a fine old man. Yes, I see him ahead before. What makes the charcoal activated? Well, thank you, Hill in the Forest. He said you saw my Iran video. You can buy activated charcoal and eat it. Oh, okay. Wow. I didn't know you could just eat it. To trap the toxins. Well, there you go. That's not a high grade starting. Worm farm soon, says Shelly Meyer. Good, good, good. I gotta put my eyeballs back on. Some of these faint letters are so hard to see, and it's getting late. And the screen is kind of rough. There we go. Now it's blurry. Well, my glasses are dirty. Put my fingers on them or something. All right, I'm gonna have to scroll. Greg, it's okay. Sift the wheat. Those left will stay in the fire. Okay. Well, you got a point there, Leroy. You got a point. Ow. You got a point. Maybe the chaff is blowing away. Wheat's what's left behind. You guys are the wheat. You're the fruit of the crop. Best. Solid grain. Excuse me. All right, I'm going to scroll faster. They need a new brain. Messing with the hood. Oh, it must be God's crazy. Oh, that must be the monkey stuff. Agree with the Navy. Yeah, grade D maybe. Wow, I'm so far behind. I'm trying to scroll faster and I'm still far behind. Wow, guys. Well, I'm just going to have to really roll this. I need a secret cave. I live in Wells. There you go. Hey, thank you from Wells for being here. So the tourist is over in Wells. That's awesome. Lots of channels that are having the same issues. Okay, Wanda. Yeah, I can tell you about the little cave exploring I did years ago. Play some, Willie. Smell that bread. Smell as above, so below. Well, now that's an interesting one. Maybe a video discussing the desirable qualities of a location without naming any locations. So, yeah, I don't think it hurts to talk about areas in general. Oh, whiskey. Mustard on the biscuits. You know, I like a mustard on a. I like mustard on a sausage biscuit. But you know what I like on biscuits? I like pear preserves and sorghum syrup, not together. Hey, Greg, I bought $420 worth of heirloom seeds from True Leaf Market. Well, thank you, Leroy. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Butter and honey. I need worms. I'll live in harvest. Okay, Lois. Well, right now I'm trying to let them breed back, Lois. So you live in harvest. That's cool. That's cool. Well, maybe you come by and see me sometime. Oh, we'll talk about it. But I'm kind of also I got to redo my harvester. The darn thing, my trommel's busted right now. Oh, cheating for years. Who's cheating? This garden, the garden mowed over. Okay, no, I'm growing stuff still in mine. My garden's gonna have stuff growing in all winter. The garlic, maybe a few onions. Ah, my dough's dick. He wins Trump or Biden. Have it in the bag. Well, I think Trump's got some valid points to make about the mini machines and the ballots and some things. If they can get it in the House, if he can get it to the House, exercising the 12th Amendment, Trump will win. It's just like that. But that's a mighty big if. A mighty big if. 138 here. We had 138. Got 185 likes. They say you're a citizen of a country. Did you have any choice? Which mighty God is good. Trump wins. The Senate is a show. How do men vote? Yeah, so it's Jason, my dad, playing zucchini. There you go. Up the tree. Oh, that's Danny Denham said that. That's a good one. Danny Denham. Toot your own horn or someone will use it as a phone. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I am behind. I'm trying to catch up. Oh, we got more from Professor Anthrax. $3. Thank you, sir. Jason, rabbit manure. Oh, rabbit manure is awesome for the garden, but it also worms love rabbit. What you gonna do when they come for you? All right, John says, if you can hear this, you are the last of the humans against the AI robots. Watch out for Arnie. Oh, Jason, Jason, it's John Connor. John Connor, guys. Yeah, from the Terminator. John Connor is here in the house. What you gonna do when Arnie comes for you? Human boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Arnie comes for you? Rabbit is the worst. Yeah, that's the downside of it. Yeah. Worms don't like the rabbit pee, that's for sure. But you know what? It's nitrogen rich. It'd be good for the garden. Yeah. I just suffer. Yeah, I can't. We know what years it now. Yeah. 3 years of Kamala. Yeah, she might be president real soon if I'm not careful. I think we need to do a lot of praying. A pan of rabbit dung is fertilizer. A pan of rabbit piss is gross. That's true. That's true. But you know what? The pee is rich in ammonia, and the same bacteria that works in aquaponics will break it down. Matter of fact, there's the beginnings of your gunpowder. Right, Jason? Think about it. Mix that with some straw and do some things to get that nitrogen up. That's the beginnings of your gunpowder, my friends. Well, you can get me through part of my upper respiratory. Thank you. And some sleep, says April. All right. Still trying to catch it. Where am I? I'm at 12:49, and it's like, what time is it right now? 106. Hey, I'm catching up. I'm having to scroll through a lot faster than what I like. I really love reading everything. That's right. Vicky says it all be composted. Yeah, human pee too. If you ever watched Growing Your Own Greens, Growing Your Greens channel, what's his name? The little guy in there. I love it. John Kohler. John Kohler he's fascinating. He is great. He is just a wonderful soul. He's always so enthusiastic, and he's just always so happy. And he talks for an hour like that. So wow. But he was doing videos talking about peaponics. He's a big fan of peaponics. But really, that's what you got with aquaponics. It's fish pee that really does the job. But you got to have the right bacterial cultures to break it down. Chinese use it all. Yeah, they do. I remember Obama's in the life death squad. Hmm. Yeah, well, that guy's one of Hey, Starfire, how you doing? My dad put his coffee grounds. Yeah, I feed mine coffee grounds. Okay, Jason, good night, buddy. They competed for excrement. Wow. Interesting. Oh, William Markle, thank you, sir. $5. William Markle, thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, if you want to say something, you throw in a contribution, especially if you want to ask something or have me say something. Don't stop, don't change, says William Markle. They give me $5 and then says that. Well, I got to pay attention. Have a clock next to your head. All right, my truck broke, my Jeep broke, my tractor broke. Worried about my tractor. Uh-oh. Well, Danny, I think you look like me sometimes. Boy, I've had some that all. They divorced. She got the house, the car, the dog. He misses the dog. Yeah, I hear that. Wow, wow, wow. I caught up. Holy smoke. Leroy Fox. I saw Cody's lab video on making G powder. It seemed like it was hard to get everything you need. Yeah, it was. Because the stuff you need is from different parts of the country. He did one now where he did a, um, where he was using chicken poop, to make his nitrogen. I think he might have done one video on that. But he was doing stuff, that was right there, but it took a lot of time. It took a lot of time and processing. He really had to work at it. So Ricky goes, woohoo! Yeah, I caught up. And Professor Anthrax says, I need 50,000 Alabama jumpers. Oh, there's a few Alabama jumpers mixed in with my worms, but I don't have them growing specifically by themselves. Now, one day I might do that. I'm more of a redworm man. And it gets to be a few species mixed in from time to time, but yeah, I'm more of a redworm man. So I am planning to start branching out to other species in the not too different future, but I just got to get things running again. All right, it's late, guys. I finally caught up. It's we run this for 3 hours. As long as we run, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, guys. I think it's time to call it a night. So yeah, I had somebody else was wanting something from me today, but wow, I think it's time to call it a night. You guys have been awesome. You've been wonderful. You've been very supportive. You've built my spirits up. And that's one thing I love about our sessions. I'm sorry we started so late tonight. Y'all have, it always does me a lot of good to talk and chat with you guys. Um, I love y'all guys. I really do. 47 of you left here. Y'all been so nice to me tonight. Appreciate it. Um, Charcoal, sulfur, and saltpeter in equal parts. So everyone, I really, 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 really 55 gallons runs full of charcoal briquettes. Charcoal powder, correct? It's the bottom. All right, yeah, Vicky, I do. Good night, Greg, and fam, thanks for the great video. Lives are so much fun. Starfire, go to bed. Sugar, your eyes are heavy. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, guys. So precious. Can't sleep in Michigan, says Steely Dan. All right, guys. Hey, love you all. You're wonderful. You're great. You've been so good to me. Really, really appreciate y'all. You're the best. You really are. I got the best people coming in here to my live chats. I really appreciate you guys. The ones who come in here and comment, some of you are so good. And I thank y'all for the support, for being who you are. You're wonderful people. So, yeah, 2 more hours. Come on. Hey, this is my third video today, guys, and plus a long work day. I worked over 10 hours. Uh-oh, I screwed up. I messed up. I was supposed to finish some paperwork, and it was for work by midnight. I didn't realize it was going to be this late. Yikes. I didn't actually sign out. I was going to sign out for earlier hour, like 7, but yeah, I messed up, guys. All right, guys. It's been great. Appreciate everybody. You've all been good. And hang in there. We'll figure out a way for it. I'll have to think about Swivelhead News. Keep talking to me about it. I'll contemplate that. Of course, that'd be the first channel they shut down, probably. Might be fun. Might be fun, but holy smoke, is it going to be too much? Is it going to be one more thing laid on top of everything I do? But it'd be basically what I covered in my news report stuff. But then again, Green Greg's channel might go languish, and I'll think about it. I just got to figure out which way to go. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much. Have an awesome day tomorrow. Get some good sleep tonight. Of course, those of you over on the other side of the world, you're in the middle of the day, so have a good day over there. And we're worldwide here. Thank you, everyone. You're all awesome, super awesome. Thank y'all for being here, and have a good night. Sleep tight. And those on the other side of the world, good day. Bye, y'all. Good night.